All right.
Uno.
Yeah, nah, there's a little bit of delay at the beginning of when we start the stream, so that's why I wanted to fuck around with that. Anyways, what's up YouTube? What's up Twitch? It's your boy X with King on this lovely night. And this is a special one. I kind of was talking about jumping into a kind of like more important kind of like theme tonight if he was on the stream yesterday. So this is what we're doing. This is all of whoa. Okay, we just automatically just jump into why hasn't my phone did that before? That's weird, man. My
Oh,
phone
we
just
just immediately
automatically just put up my video.
went into the video. Went into the video. Yeah, because I started hearing you twice, and I'm like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, and I never seen that, and it also put it in a pop up window. That is, I don't know, that's different. Anyways, yeah, we're going to be covering some very, very important topics. I kind of was talking to another friend of mine, and probably I could say an old friend of King's, a mutual friend, and he was explaining to me how he's kind of going through this rough moment in life. And I told him I wanted to kind of like cover some things that kind of explains he's not alone, and a lot of us might need to look into these topics and shit that we're going to go over. So we got a lineup of TikTok videos that we're going to see what it's about, give our thoughts as we normally do, like in a normal reaction video. And we're going to end it with the Mr. Ballin video too. I actually got to get that on cue. But yeah, this is what we're doing. Hope y'all enjoy ahead of time. And King, I forgot, bro. Damn. I got to stream to you. This is
Oh
the
shit.
only
Yeah, that might be
way
right.
that we're going to be able to get this running right. So let me go ahead and you can see
Yep.
that is why does it look like it's not showing a picture though? Is it black for you on the window?
Nah. No. No.
You
No.
can
No.
see the pretty ass chick
Yep.
back there. All right,
Yep.
all right. Now you can see the TikTok.
Yep.
All right, guys. So let's switch up the scene. Your boy got this little scene or layout set up a little bit different. Let's kill the music. Let's dive in, y'all. Let's dive in. So signs you were in the new Earth. Oh, perfect to start with.
All of a sudden, you don't
Oh
want
yeah, and hold on, let me lower this shit. So definitely gotta lower this shit. You let me know if it's too loud, King.
to drink no
Right.
more. If you like hanging out partying,
Let's roll it back a little bit.
all of a sudden, you don't want to drink no more. If you like hanging out partying, all of a sudden, you don't want to party no more. And if you was hanging around people that gossip all the time, talk about drama, you don't want to do that anymore. You don't want to talk about none of that stuff no more. All you want to talk about is uplifting yourself and become a better version of yourself.
Goddamn right.
And you're thinking about your purpose,
Goddamn right.
and you are doing all the things that a chosen one is meant to do, especially during this
Damn
time.
right.
And this is a process, guys. I'm glad we're starting, and let me let y'all know ahead of time, and also you too, King, that I set these videos up in a kind of certain way. I mean, they're not in the order of how I exactly want them. I like looked up certain kind of topics and placed them in an order, and we're going backwards. I should be starting from the beginning, but yeah, this
Somehow
is what
we're
it is.
starting at the end.
Yeah, I kind of wanted the signs of, you know, fifth dimension things. If any of y'all haven't heard of this type of talk, this type of lingo, this is basically referring to the shift from 3D to 5D. If y'all haven't heard anything like that, that's kind of baffling to me because throughout all my algorithms, all my feeds, all my media, there's nothing but that, and that kind of reminds me of a conversation I had with my mom the other day. I was telling her, and I think I almost mentioned something like this to you too, King. I could be wrong though. It could have been somebody else. But you and your mate, you and your partners, you and another family member, you can be on the same channel, let's say you're on somebody's video on YouTube, but when you scroll to the comment section, the first comments that appear will be different for
Yes, me
everybody.
and you were talking about this.
And
We
this
we were
is,
talking about this.
yeah, you okay? So good. I remember. I think I remember talking with somebody about it. But this is how crazy. This might sound like kind of light, might not be too big of a deal, but it just shows you how deep this technology gets and how
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know.
it's 100% facts. Cause
Yeah,
I looked at the same video that my wife would look at.
right, right, and it'll show you different comments, and
It's 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 different comments.
it's like the comments are geared towards what you look at. So it's like there's some kind of infiltration into what the algorithm thinks about you. You know, what I mean? It's kind
Now,
of scary. It's kind of scary.
the only way where I feel like I'm not playing, like my algorithm has to be a little bit pure, is on I'll comment on different profiles, but my main profiles that I operate, I don't comment shit. They stay dormant. They stay exactly how I am.
Yeah.
These
Oh yeah, I
profiles,
remember you telling me that too. Yeah.
these profiles, I don't comment. I'll like. I won't comment. I won't say anything.
Mm.
When I look at the comments on these profiles versus some of the other ones that I look at, even those two
What you
within
noticed?
within myself are fucking different.
Really? Have you noticed if it's like more like uplifting shit, or is it just all
Oh
over the
hell no.
place?
Oh no, it's never uplifting shit. It is never any uplifting. Like if you comment, there is never going to be uplifting. Like there are so many bots that are placed in algorithms to where it makes
Yes.
you
Yeah.
argue with you're not even arguing with people. You're arguing with the
Right.
bot.
Right.
You're arguing with the AI bot that has no idea what the fuck they're really
But
saying.
what is it geared towards doing? Pissing you the fuck off, making you get an emotional rise out of yourself, or
Oh yeah.
of another person, and you got to ask yourself why.
But like the funny thing is, like I never like even when I'm scrolling, like even when I'm doom scrolling, I never check the comments. Why? Because
It's
that
kind of really a distraction. Kind
to
of.
me, I feel like what's the point?
What's the point, right? I mean, sometimes
I
you
mean,
want to see what other people are saying about something, depending on the context of the video. Like, say if it's like some kind of medical issue, and just to see if anybody has the same experiences. Multiple people are saying they have the same experiences, or it's different. So there's certain reasons to kind of look up certain things, But yeah, it really depends, man. But yeah, most of the time, yeah, you might want to avoid it.
like yeah, nah, because I mean, but then yet again, like how it also depends on how much your social media presence is online. Are you are you posting stuff on a day-to-day basis, or are you just lurking in the shadows, just there?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the
This,
more you're dormant and the more it's just you're just seeing things and not reacting, not doing anything. There's they can't catch you on an algorithm that you're not participating in.
yeah, yeah. Let's
At
bring
that
it.
point, it's just
Let's bring
yeah.
it back though, cause we already starting going off on a tangent. But you see how deep we got just off of this shit. This is what y'all gonna respect, because
But
god
yeah,
damn, bro, we
nah,
went so fucking deep
nah. But a
already.
lot of the times when you are scrolling online, bro, like it's meant to bring the emotional state of the average person down.
Yeah, yes, and that's one of the biggest signs. If you're able to control that, if that's one of the biggest signs that you are what they call in a like a new dimension, because there's something that happened after COVID. I think we all could agree. After that whole pandemic shit, the world has changed for the worse. Now, there's a couple people who, because there was this whole thing with this little kind of what they call it, like a glitch in the system to get a certain amount of money, especially if you own a business. Some people was able to kind of
Oh,
like
bruh,
get a
them
jump start for
PPE,
the
them
next couple
PPE
years.
loans,
Yeah, that right there.
yeah, the PPE loans.
They was able to kind of get a head start of everybody, but that slowly went downhill. And it should, if especially if you didn't have, you know, the right motives for dealing with that. If you was legit a business owner who really needed that help and you use that money wisely, you probably are not in the predicament that I see or hear a lot of people who kind of dealt with that PPE stuff is in.
Yeah, because a lot of people would, because I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of the PPE loans were going out were people that were trying to start their own business, but what a lot of people didn't realize was everybody's doing it because there's nothing to do. And then with even starting a business, within your first 5 years is when you're gonna make it or break it. If you can break 5 years, you're good. With them
Yeah,
first 5 years, and nobody talks about the first 5 years because you got all of this money. You got to pay taxes on all this
of
money too,
course,
bro.
of course, of course.
If you spent most of it,
There's also a new app out that other people are calling a glitch, and everybody's like, some people's like, man, didn't y'all motherfuckers learn earlier, a couple years ago, about not to take free money? There's no such thing.
there's
Apparently,
no sense.
niggas didn't, but it seems to be mostly the younger generation doing this type of shit, which is to be expected. But yeah, man.
I mean, they don't want to work for, bro. Like I hate to say it, this younger generation would rather get the fast money, not knowing
Of
that fast
course,
money had
of course.
like
That's a whole man.
us.
That's a whole conversation itself, bro.
Yeah, yeah, no
That's a
doubt, because
whole
that.
fucking another conversation itself. But yeah, man. Let me bring it back, cause we still got it. This is the first clip. It's only a minute, and I don't know how long it's been, but we're going off.
We've been going off.
Fifth fifth dimension is basically a state of being, y'all. All right, it's a state of being, and I felt like I can say that I'm in this particular dimension, and this is, so to speak, this
Yep.
is figurative, this is metaphoric. But I could say I'm in this particular place mentally because I don't let shit get to me. I've always had hope, always had faith, and during those down times, I never let that shit beat me down. There's been close calls, but you have to keep thugging it out. And there's these natural ebbs and flows, these cycles, these ups and downs in life. And if you're going through those hard times, deal with the fire. Eventually, you'll make it through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not maintaining a certain kind of mental space during these down moments, and that shit brings you down lower into, I guess,
Ooh,
figuratively, a lower dimension. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of
bruh.
people was in right now. You know what I mean? So,
I
so
think I think you just hit it on the nail, bruh. Yo,
listen to how he started the video. He said, if you don't have the will to drink anymore, not saying that drinking is bad, as long as it's done in moderation. But me, bro, your boy drank like a fucking sailor. Drank like a goddamn fish not too long ago. And
man.
now I don't even want to touch it. And not only because, like, my personal reasons for not doing it is the same exact reasons why, um, when I was actually doing it, I still knew it. But I was like, man, when I'm ready to stop this shit, I won't. But that main reason was, it kills cells on contact. All right, and
It's a, it's,
your boy has been eating properly, exercising, and I just feel like I put all that work to, like, do all that work for nothing if I put some alcohol into my body. You know what I'm saying? That's the feeling I get when I did that. If I was eating properly, exercising, and then when I get home on the weekend and start drinking the way that I did, it feel like it went all to waste. And that's literally what happens. You all, gains kind of like is not such a thing when you putting alcohol into your system, from what I hear.
Well, I mean, like, but at the same time, bro, like, a lot of people got to remember, alcohol is also a depressant.
True, true, true.
Like, it's a depressant. Like,
But what about, what would you call it, a depressant, like in a social setting? Like, say you're going out with a couple of friends and you want to, what's the word?
nah, I mean,
Responsibly drink. So maybe
like it
a
is like
drink
nah,
or
like
two,
if
or
you having a nah, yeah, like if you having a like if you having a social drink, and it also depends on like the company you keep and the vibes you. Thank you, honey. It's like, and it also depends on the company you keep in and the vibes you got while you drinking.
yes, sir.
Like if
Big,
everybody's on the
big
upbeat,
influence.
if everybody's on the upbeat, and this is just a kiki ha ha, and just a good time, then there's no problem. But the moment where you know you
Trying
you
to
bring
run
it,
from shit.
you either running, or if not running, suppress, like,
Suppressing something.
yeah, because I'm like, yeah, because
That's when
that
it becomes a problem. That's when it's
I'm
a problem.
yeah, it
Because yeah, you
definitely.
can't. Yeah, man, there's a lot. Let's continue, bro. This because listen, there's a lot to cover. There's quite a couple videos here. But yeah, let's let him finish. I wanted to read the comments because this third one right here is sticking out to me. I feel I am detaching from this world. All I do is sit at home, if not in work. Only thing that makes me happy is listening to old school music.
Yeah.
Like, because I understand that. Let's continue.
So your frequency is matching the new Earth frequency.
We're just gonna let it go
And
to the
so
next one. So
now your old self, you're detaching from that. It has to go away because you can't bring your old self to the new Earth. So this is a sign
got to be upgrading all the time.
that you are detaching from your old self.
Real shit, man.
All of a sudden, you don't want to drink
Wait,
no
hold
more.
on a minute. How do I get
If
it
you
to
like hanging
auto
out
play?
partying, all of a sudden
Auto
you
scroll,
don't want to
yeah, right
party
here.
no more.
All right, we'll
And
just skip to
Strong
the next
signs you
one.
might be experiencing the fifth dimension.
The fifth dimension isn't a place you go, it's a state of being, a level of consciousness you embody. And guess what? You might already be there and not even know it. So how can you tell you're living in the fifth dimension? Here are some signs. If you feel like the world you once knew is collapsing around you, remember, you're not alone. We're all witnessing extraordinary times. It's not a phase of destruction, but a period of awakening, a divine shift. In the words of an old saying, it's always darkest before the dawn. You see, we've been living in a 3D world, a physical, tangible reality that we can touch, see, and hear. But as the Earth and its people are evolving, we are transitioning into a 5D reality. This is a non-physical realm, accessible primarily to those who are spiritually awakened. It's a place where love conquers fear, and unity supersedes division.
Hold on, this is almost
In
10
this
minutes.
incredible journey,
God
your
damn.
senses
Yeah.
become
All right,
fine-tuned,
we
attuning to
will
new frequencies.
skip this.
Detox your mind for peace of mind. Here's 6 ways to do that. Don't start your day scrolling on social media. Remove all those social media accounts that make you feel like shit, make you feel bad when you look at them. Spend more time outside in nature. Get out the house. Delete, block, and remove all those people in your phone, in your life that don't need to be there.
All right, so hold on. Yeah, that part right there. I don't know if this has happened to you, King, or if anybody else watching the stream, but I've heard from somebody before coming into this new year that some people who you think not should be in your life will automatically remove themselves, especially if you are in this new this particular state that we're talking about, five dimension, they will automatically remove themselves from your life. And I think
You have
that's
to do.
happened to me. I had what I would consider some close friends, but there was some kind of there was the last time me and this particular person was together. They I wouldn't say kind of upset or pissed me off, but they did some shit around my kids. They was acting kind of a way where they should have. I expected a little bit more control of themselves, and so and this was before I think, yeah, this was before Christmas, and this was before New Year's, and these particular people did not say anything during these moments, even though I don't celebrate them, and I think that they know that. But for you not to like even reach out and say Happy New Year's, I believe what I heard that person say about these people removing themselves automatically from your life is true. Because like, how the hell you
I
call
bet.
yourself friends and you don't even reach out to somebody? You know, and I know this might sound a little weird because I could have been the one to reach out, but again, this person kind of did something I wasn't really feeling and digging. You know, and I can explain this a little bit more. I don't want to get too much into details, but you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm just putting that out there for anybody because if anybody realizes or notices that certain people is not hitting you up, hasn't hit you up this whole year, maybe it might be a person who might not need to be in your life going forward. That's all I'm saying. And this is what this brother
Nah,
right here just said. So
I think one of the best. We have to understand that not everybody that you come in contact with, you're supposed to be in contact with
damn
for the
right.
rest of your life. Some people are there for years. Some people are there for seasons.
What about monitoring spirits? Have you heard of that before?
Monitoring spirits. What you mean?
Monitoring spirits, people who's been put into your life to kind of keep you at a certain level and not level up. There's, I believe, wholeheartedly, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, that there's certain people that you come across that's probably been around you for years. I hate to say it, bro. Think about the original E Team,
Yeah,
our group.
yeah.
Imagine,
I'm
imagine if we all was doing what we did from back in the days, still to this day, or if we was around each other. You know, not there was that was a big group. Not
that was
everybody
that.
is going to elevate. That's just how life is, man.
Nah, exactly, bro. And we were talking about this like you gotta have that willpower and determination within inside you.
Yeah,
Either you want to do something, either you want to do, you have to sit there and want to do better for yourself. If you don't want to do better for yourself, you can't come up out of your situation if deep down in your core that you're not being the best version of you or trying to get to the best version of you. You can't expect the best outcome for you.
right. It's also like that what people say, that classical saying, birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of at
I
some
mean,
point got to remove yourself when you know that you're not resonating. Because again, that whole thing, what I just said about a particular person not contacting me for a while now, and we really considered ourselves good friends. I'll be honest, this particular person, I've always known deep down inside, and even people looking out, like some family members who's questioning, like, why you hang out with this dude or this person? You know what I'm saying? Because they can see that we just have different motives. They can see this particular person, the patterns in that the patterns that he goes through in life, like the ups and downs, and the causes of them shits.
yeah,
Why you
bro.
hanging
Like,
around this person? You know? And yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I've always had that feeling inside, like, man, this person's not doing nothing for me. You know,
Yeah.
like legit. And I've helped this person out in plenty different ways. You know, even financially. And I did that out the goodness of my heart, not expecting anything back. And yeah, enough said about that.
Right.
Enough said about that. But yeah, that's not something that's going to be a continuous thing. Cause like, bruh, money is energy. That's another thing I've noticed, and I'll say this right here before we continue, because I know for a fact that's not going to show up in this video. But one thing, 35 years on this earth that I've noticed, money doesn't really come from how hard you work. It could kind of help, but the biggest thing is like it's energy, currency. It's this flow of the
Honestly,
energy within inside of you, and you have to build it up. And over, yeah, man, it gets way deeper than just tangible physical shit. It's something that comes from within, man. I'm telling y'all, man, it might be hard to wrap your mind about, but this video is about opening your minds. All right, we got to start seeing shit different because clearly, look, once we get a little bit deeper in this video, you're going to see why some people who's living this cycle, this rat race, is fucking not satisfied. All right.
about to say you need it costs some money. Like the more money you got, bro, the more motivation you got to keep pushing.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that is true, but I mean, we have to have the money to survive. But I've heard another thing too. Wealth is
Well,
actually
shit,
health. So
it
how you
is.
take care of yourself, it contributes to more wealth. So yeah, man, you gotta you can stick with your boy on that. That's like one of the most important shit I'm gonna be saying in this video because again, we need it to survive. But man, it's just because of this goddamn world we live in. But you can up your game if you just listen to those few words and try to change your perspective on shit. I'm telling you, it'll be a life changer. I wonder if this nigga has anything to say about that. Let's see. Well, no, he's talking about detoxing the mind, but
You know, those exes, the toxic people in there that's draining your energy. Be more present. Stop thinking about the past. Stop thinking about the future. Be here in the now. That's all that really exists. Avoid negativity like the plague. If it's in your
yes.
circle, in your environment, it will influence you no
Keep
matter
the
how
peace.
strong you
Keep the
are.
peace.
There's a reason why they say you're the sum of the 5 people you hang around. Make sure you're choosing those 5 people wisely. Detox your
Very
mind to improve
wisely.
your life.
Very wisely. Yep.
Here are 5 ways to increase inner peace. Number 1, remove toxic things from your life. Number 2, release what steals your peace. Number 3, get lost in nature. It heals. Number 4, give your soul the attention that it needs.
Which means fucking playing video games if you like that, drawing if you like that, listen music. Music is my shit, y'all. Music is my shit. And you know, my preferred thing is like the videos with the gaming music. That's my go-to music. I be listening to like video game music from like RPGs and Armored Core. Yo, those tracks are fucking badass. Those Japanese and Asian motherfuckers who made those old school beats on those games. Y'all niggas, I'm telling y'all, that shit slaps. That shit slaps. But yeah, that's
Man,
that's
give me some old
that's
school
just
R&B.
me, man.
I'm about to say, give me some old school R&B.
That, of course, man. That music is not being made anymore nowadays, and
Nah,
that shit
that's
comes
why I
straight
still
from the
listen to
soul,
it,
man. Straight from the heart, you know.
bro. That's why I still listen to it. Nah, like nowadays it's just straight to sex. There's no they've taken the love out and it's nothing but lust.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Yeah, that's a big factor missing. And if you know what, I'll go ahead and say this. I didn't want to get too deep into that, but if you really really think about why they're pushing this kind of fast relationship shit, it's because like it really takes the whole connection thing away. That's why people keep falling out of relationships and shit. Because like it's more like sexually driven. That shit needs to be treated in a certain kind of way for one. But for two,
Bruh.
like if you really have love for another person, it will come off. You should be doing things a little more paced out. I don't necessarily want to say slow, but when you do it more paced out and more thoughtful
Bruh,
and mindful,
they skipped the friend zone.
yeah, that's
Hey, we're compatible. Let's be together. Y'all don't even know each other.
yeah. But that comes with a lot of things. You know, if y'all skipping that point, then obviously y'all got a
Like, yo,
motive. You know,
you wonder why it's not succeeding in the relationship. Y'all weren't friends at the beginning.
I'll
So it's
tell
not
y'all
built on
too.
that.
There was this. Damn, there was. I really hope the certain person ain't watching this shit too because she'll be super pissed. But we're not together anymore. But a little while back, I met this. God damn, this beautiful ass woman, beautiful like model type woman, man, and I don't know, we got together for a little bit, and to end the story off, just quick, not to hold y'all. I did not. We had such a good time. I totally forgot to get her number. We forgot to exchange numbers, so I never seen the woman again after that night. But we didn't do anything. But I had to kind of like push her off of me. I kind of had to tell her to slow down because she was trying to take things a little too quick, and I just wasn't. I wasn't ready for that. Now, some of y'all niggas would probably be saying, "Nigga, you crazy." Nigga, I would have smashed and fucking. But your boy is different. I'm an anomaly. But this is how some of us need to be. Yeah, I need to show a woman different, not be so quick to rush into things. And I think she was kind of like more trying to rush into things because that's what she, I guess, expects from men nowadays. So when she seen something different, you know, it's like that made her fucking. I'm telling you, I had to keep this goddamn woman like literally off of me, and there's a science to it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah,
Nah, there is. Nah, there's a science to it.
there's
You
definitely
like
a science to it, bro. And
I,
it will. I don't know, man. It's like you gotta tame the dragon type of thing, and you gotta tame the woman because it will do something to a woman. Holding yourself back, showing control. That's all you gotta do. Carry on.
Number 5, stop letting the things you can't control you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He just confirmed it. Let's carry on.
Share this if you feel this. Straight up.
New York City, there are buildings where the apartments go for $5 million, $10 million, $20 million, $50 million, right? They're 80% empty. Do you know why they're 80% empty? Because people from China, Russia, South America who are doing nefarious stuff, they'll buy an apartment, they'll buy a flat in London for $140 million. You go,
God
what,
damn.
140 million? Who would ever live there? They don't live there. They don't rent it either, because then they can't call it as an asset.
investment.
Now what you do is this. You take that $140 million flat, you borrow against it. So now you take that money and you put it in the stock market, and that's how you wash your money, baby. Whoa. Yes.
Crazy.
So I used to be a neurosurgeon. I went to college at MIT and did 4 years of medical school and 6 years of neurosurgery training. And I was a neurosurgeon for almost 10 years after all of that. So that's 20 years of my life. And I quit. I quit last year. I spent 6 years learning how to do brain surgery. And most people don't know that neurosurgeons spend half their time also learning how to do spine surgery, because spine problems are more common than brain problems. So I spent 6 years learning how to do both brain and spine surgery. I knew that something was not right right away. And that's because surgery, if someone's got what's called degenerative spine, that means their spine degenerated, it wore out. Could be a bulging disc pinching a nerve, or a disc is just worn out and bones are rubbing on each other, or there's a loose joint and the joint is banging on nerves, causing pain. I can do surgery to cut out bulging discs, to remove something, make more room for a nerve, or I could do a surgery where I put titanium screws and rods into the spine and lock it down and remove motion. It's all removing things. But what I realized later on is that those aren't fixing the problem. There's so many people with back problems, neck pain, back pain, nerve pain down their arms and legs. Those surgeries, they don't address that. They would help some people feel better. Some people would feel the same. Some people would be worse. A lot of people I saw in clinic, guys would tell them that, oh, surgery's not going to help you. And of course, they would be devastated because I was sort of their last hope. It's like you have a house and the roof, the top of your house has a leak somewhere, and rain water is coming down into the house and it's ruining the drywall, and you can see it. You can see water damage. The surgeries that I could do were going into that house, tearing down that drywall, ripping out the moldy insulation, putting in brand new insulation, and rebuilding the wall, but not fixing the leak in the roof.
Wait a second, I'm confused. Wouldn't you like put a new roof up or something? Did I miss that?
No, that's the point he's making.
All right, let's
Some
continue.
people would get better before I could operate on them. Even with gigantic bulging discs, they would get better. If I scheduled the surgery a month out, they would call me a week before surgery and say, "Oh, hey doc, my nerve pain's gone. Do I still need to do surgery?" Yeah, I got a
Interesting.
big disc in there, big bulging disc, right? I realized that, whoa, wait a second, this isn't quite what I thought it was. So, over the 9 to 10 years that I was a neurosurgeon, it really bothered me. I felt that, wait, there's something missing here. My surgeries they don't seem to be addressing what's causing people's health problems in their spine. And so over 9 years, I did everything I could try to figure out, wait, how do people actually get better? And how do they get worse? And I had help along the way. I had a really good partner who was a pain management doc at my first job, and he really clued me into a lot of the things I'm going to explain here. But I just started asking patients everything I could think of. What do you normally do? What's your job? What do you eat? What do you drink? Are you stressed out? Do you sleep well? I just would ask all my patients kind of this
Important
whole
shit
bunch
to
of
ask.
questions about
Yep.
their life. And what I found was that patients that did certain things would get better, and patients who wouldn't do those things would get worse. People that got better, people that healed, they were doing the following. And not exactly, but in general. And this is my observation. They were having a diet. Diet seemed to be the most important. The food that people ate and the liquids they drank. Ones
Speaking
that would
of
heal up,
liquids, what the hell's my
they
water?
do things that would make them sweat, like exercise, being outside, hiking like this. They would sleep 8 hours every day, and they weren't stressed out. Or I saw that the people who did that, they would heal so quickly that I couldn't operate on them. As people that were doing that, they would heal before I could do the surgery that I thought would fix the problem. And the opposite was true. Patients that so they smoked like a chimney, they sat on the couch and they ate hot dogs all day and they didn't sleep well. Those patients, like I could do a really good surgery. I would get them temporarily better, but 6 months, year later, same part of their back would have a recurrent problem, or a different joint in their back would have a similar problem. That was my aha moment. It's like, oh, I know what's going on. Wait, to actually heal, you need to eat a certain way, sleep a lot, not be stressed out, have a good social network, exercise, move your body, stretch.
Bruh, doesn't this sound, guys, this stuff that we're going over right now, man, it's oh so important. Oh so important. This is just reminding me of the what the fuck we was just talking about earlier. You know, when it comes to being in this new dimension, and also this thing with money, how I see it. You know, a lot of things in your life tend to get better when you focus on yourself. And when I say focus on yourself, that means paying attention to how you eat, what you put into your body, what you do with your body. You know, what kind of energy and things you're around. You know what I'm saying? What some of the other guys kind of touched upon, staying away from the negativity and all of that.
Stay
I don't
away
think
from
the
stress.
I don't think the doctor's gonna particularly say that, because you know doctors are a little bit biased when it comes to
What they wanted,
metaphysical shit.
they want they want something. They want you to come in with something that's wrong, because that's how they get paid.
Most doctors, but listen, what we're going to cover in this video, we're on a doctor kind of medical part. You're going to see some shit that y'all need to hear.
Dr.
Because
Sebi.
Nah. But I learned about Dr. Sebi back in 2015, bro. His shit still stands. Electrical foods, alkaline shit, keep a balance. Stay away from the goddamn dairy. Big thing. But yeah, balance too. You know, you can eat the shit that you eat, but just keep it balanced. And I prefer to lessen the meats. Because yeah, what this doctor's saying, this is phenomenal shit. Back problems is a issue that a lot of people have, and me in the medical field, the trucking field. I remember I think it was like 3 days ago. No, yeah, 3 days ago. I was in South Carolina, Salem. I was picking up at this place called Crystal Geyser. It's a water place, Crystal Geyser.
Yeah.
And there was a guy, an old guy, parked next to me, who was getting loaded. And I heard when he was done loaded, the guy from the shipping, he came to the side of his truck, and they kind of had a little conversation. And he was like, "Man, I've been doing this since 1990 and shit." And I was like, "God damn!" He was doing this shit since I was a baby. And one of the things that he said that stood out to me was like, "I've been telling people to stay away from this job," because he was talking about his back. And I'm like, damn, that's a lot of truck drivers have this issue, because I mean, you're sitting down for long periods of time, but the biggest thing that goes along with that is the eating. It's the big fucking issue. It's crazy as fuck to me that this country does not at least look into kind of at least helping truck drivers eat better. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't.
Bruh, like our whole food system, half the shit that we sit here and digest, most of the countries around the world look at some of these substances as banned ingredients, should not be for human consumption.
Right. That's why, man, when y'all I used to feel bad about looking at the ingredients, because I just felt like I was weird. And now I don't give a fuck. You make sure you pay attention to the ingredients, and as long as it's like it has the less amount of ingredients, the better. And obviously you could tell like when shit is natural if you know how to read, I guess.
If you look at the back of the ingredients, and it looks like a chemistry test, because you don't know what any of those words are.
Right. Probably you might want to stay away from that.
You may not want to eat that.
Right.
If you don't know what half of the ingredients say or is, and you have to use Google.
Exactly. That's an issue. That's a big issue right there.
The other part is like after the pandemic, there's been more of, I want to say, Like it was easier to get a eating addiction because there was nothing to do,
Mm. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
and
easy
a
to
lot of
fall into
people,
that.
and and a lot of people, I don't even think realize that they even because you gotta eat to. I'm like, cause even when you get into the food addiction, bro, like you still have to eat to survive.
Yes, of course.
So, but
But
you just gotta be careful what the fuck you put in your.
right, right,
Your body is a temple. Like
exactly.
if you
And you
gonna
got to
load,
treat it
if you
like as
gonna load
such.
it, if you gonna load it with, if you gonna load it with shit, then don't ask why you feeling like shit.
Exactly. Look at what this woman says here. Second comment. I think our bodies were meant to naturally heal. I think the crap that they put in everything we touch and consume leads to a lot of health issues. This
It
woman is
does.
absolutely on point, and this is kind of what I want to finish to bring this point in home. I'm pretty sure this is what this doctor is insinuating and kind of
Mm-hmm.
pointing towards. Yeah, think about it. This might get a little convoluted, I guess, when I'm putting it the way that I want to put it. But if we have a creator, don't you think he gave us everything we need to survive? That could be looked at in many different ways, I guess, because a baby can't survive by itself, but a baby normally, would have its mother around, at least one of the parents around, so it would be taking care of that by that. But after you reach a certain threshold, your body starts building up the things that it needs to build up in order for you to sustain yourself. As long as you're giving it the right fuel, you know what I'm saying? I guess if you look at other animals and stuff too, I mean, shit happens though too, man. It's
I mean,
you
I
gotta
mean,
forgive
like
me
shit.
because I got my views pointed at both possibilities, the good and the bad, because some issues do happen, but um, I'm just thinking about an animal born with some kind of debilitating disease or something. Was it because of the environment that it was in, or was it just a random chance of this happening? Because the pollution and stuff,
Well, nah, how
um,
many? But then, like, how many?
chemtrails.
Well, shit. I mean, like, the older we get, the more pills we take. The more pills we take, like, after after a while, bro, like those pill, like you keep adding pills, and each one of these pills is not has more side effects than what
Hmm.
it's supposed to be for.
And you build
What
up
it's supposed to be
resistance
fucking
to it
for.
too over time.
So now you have. So now you got to take more,
Hmm.
and now you got to take more and more and more.
For
So you
something
keep
stronger
adding.
too.
So you keep adding different pills. You keep adding this, adding that to be at a normal level.
Yeah.
When
Brad, don't you remember when we was in school? One of the first craziest diseases that we heard. I'm trying to bring it because my whole philosophy, I kind of like to look at nature to kind of get an idea of how it's supposed to be. But one of the first kind of crazy diseases we heard when it came to animals. Don't you remember that mad cow shit? We was in
oh
middle
that
school. I think we was in middle school when that came out.
yeah, mad cow disease, and you had like the bird and swine flu.
Yes, yes. Now,
Which
I don't want to get too
which
far off on a tangent again, but I have a feeling at that time because we have the evidence. They was doing cloning around those times. Even earlier than that, I think. I think they was doing cloning before me and you was both born, bro. Um,
they've been fucking with
they've
bruh. They've
been
been fucking.
so. Let's just say if we go back in time, what would be the percentage of animals with defect, would that amount be less? That's all I'm trying to point towards. Like the animals, the fauna, you know, would they have more diseases back like a long time ago? Because it would make sense to, because shit is just getting more diabolical as time goes on, because they're adding more ingredients, more chemicals, more bad shit just or everywhere.
I would say,
Chemtrails, you know,
yeah, I'm about
the
to say,
barium, cadmium, all these, the aluminum, and yeah,
I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I think that a lot of the, like back in the day, it was shit was alright. Now, you know, we put everything on a fast track base to produce more, but
at the
like
cost,
anytime.
at the cost of the environment, the
I mean,
water.
yeah, because anytime you fast track anything, like even in the video games, bro, like when you
True.
like even when I'm gonna take, I'm just gonna take an easy one and take schedule one. Like we can use the speed grow while growing,
Mm-hmm.
but if
But
we
it
use it,
lowers the
it's gonna
quality.
cause exactly, it lowers the quality of it. You want to have? Do you
Right.
want premium? You want the good stuff? That's gonna take longer.
Right. So
Or
that's
we can. Do you want? It really goes on the premise of, bruh. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it right, or do you want it right now?
right. Exactly. So that's
Do you want it right?
again, that's again why we say to try to eat as healthy as you can, because we're literally being attacked from fucking everywhere, from the media to the phones,
Like
the blue light,
honestly,
the food,
like
the water, the air,
like and
clothes.
being a cook, bruh. Like I will, as much as I say it with as much shit as they put in, as much as the chemicals as they put in shit, bruh. Like as much as I hate well done, and
You hate well done shit.
as much as I hate well done, it kind of like anything below well done. I and it again, it depends on the better quality of meat that you're getting. Like
Yeah, that's true.
that lean to fat ratio, yo, that plays a big part
Yeah,
in how you
I'm sure.
feeling.
Yes, man. Yeah, and again, that energy transfer and shit too, you know, how that animal died. You know, just to kind of wrap it up and move on, pray over your food, y'all, okay? I think praying over your food goes a long way.
You know what? Pray that you know what, say thanks that you got the plate in front of you too.
Right. And if you want to take it a little bit further, pray for other people who don't really have, too. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it's rough out here, y'all. It's rough. Let's carry on. Let's carry on, bro.
Okay, do you want to know why people are quitting medicine? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what happened to my clinic today, and maybe it'll give you a glimpse of what's going on. I'm an orthopedic trauma surgeon. My name is Dr. Neela Fardagon, and I had a very difficult clinic today. I had a patient that I operated on, and he had a bad complication, and I took the time. I had to sit there with him, explain to him what's going on, go over his results, go over our plan, what we're going to do, answer all his questions. And that takes time. And that's my job, to get my patient through a difficult scenario or when there's a complication. And after that interaction, I felt really bad because I genuinely feel bad about my patients when they're not doing well. And right afterwards, I had to see another patient who, at this point, I was running behind because I had to spend so much time with my patient with a complication. So obviously I was late to this other next patient's appointment. And this
Right.
lady was just so bitter and so unhappy. She just, the whole time, she was just saying how, I don't know why I'm here. Why am I here? Why am I seeing you? I'm wasting my time. And I tried to explain that, well, you had a hip fracture and I fixed it. And these are your x-rays. Looks like you're doing well. And not only was she so ungrateful, but she made me feel like absolute crap. She basically said she hopes she never has to come here again, that I completely wasted her time, that it was completely worthless for her to come to clinic today. And while I can appreciate her being angry because she had to wait an extra half hour to see me, for you to berate me like that and treat me like that, I just can't take anymore. I have patients who come that I've helped through difficult times and they're grateful, and I have patients that are not grateful. And to be honest, I go to work every day, I do my job, I fix patients' fractures, I help them, whether they know it or not. For you to come to clinic and say it was a complete waste of your time, you hope you never have to see me again, and not
God
acknowledge
damn,
the
that woman
fact
was
that
totally pissed.
you had an injury and I fixed it, and I don't even need thanks. I
Damn.
just need you to treat me with some respect.
Some respect,
like
right.
basic respect that you would give your air conditioning person who comes and fixes your air conditioner. Pretty sure you wouldn't yell at them out the door and say you are ungrateful, you hope you never have to see them again. At least have the courtesy to say thank you, or just not.
All right, this could be a one type of situation, but I'm putting this video out here because I seen another video. Shout out to a homestead journey, because that chick right there, she's doing her shit. She just popped up on my algorithms probably like a month ago, and she actually gave me an inspiration to do this type of a live today. Her videos are set up like how I would normally do my videos, just pre-record and not pre-record, but record myself, in a solo session instead of doing it live. But
Right.
yeah, she had a compilation of why doctors are quitting, and this is a particular case right here revolving mean, patients. But it's not only just the patients, it's also the family members. But I want us to look real quick in the comments, because this is why, you remember that conversation we had earlier, King, about the comments and how they could vary and why it would be necessary. You got to hear what other people are saying. So right here, the patients are very abusive now. It is a disaster at the urgent care centers. I am waiting to quit as well. Patients attack you now upon hello. And we can easily just picture that in our mind. As a pediatrician, I'm tired of the abuse and the emphasis on, quote, customer satisfaction, unquote, rather than accurate and empathetic care. I'm young and have no intention of being in clinical work in a few years. Working in healthcare is so draining. We don't get enough thank you. But thank you, doctor. You are appreciated. Yeah. So, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy out here. And when it make y'all think, like, hold on a minute. When it make y'all think, like, wouldn't these people be grateful, thankful that you're helping heal them, helping them get better? Obviously, what King was saying earlier about the this medication and you having to take higher doses and then the side effects, maybe that's playing a part. Maybe that's playing some kind of role in this whole
But you got to play your own. You got to play your own part in doing the healing process.
Yes. But these
in
people
between the doctor visits, bro, like that's on a day. Like when you injure yourself, that's a day-to-day workout. Like if you actually like from the day you get injured, like I'm not gonna say like take about a week, maybe 2 weeks off, depending on how severe it is.
Goddamn.
But I want to say within that first week, at least try to do small things.
As far as like making your health better, changing your lifestyle, diet. Yeah, well, you don't want to go.
if you if you go out and injure yourself, like with it, I would say take the week off, try to go light. I said after the maybe the week, first week, second week, like, oh, it's not 100% yet, so no, it's not gonna get 100% unless you push it back.
Right. Right.
I'm like,
Yeah, nah,
but yeah,
that's something you pace yourself doing for sure. You don't just dive straight into shit like that.
but you gotta do the pushing, but you gotta do the pushing in
Yes,
between the
you gotta
doctor
be the
visits.
one that puts forth most of the effort if you want to see a change. Can't keep on relying on other people to do shit for you. You know, that's one big thing we gotta change nowadays. A lot of people gotta change nowadays. Stop expecting somebody to deal with your problems. I think when somebody has some kind of issue going on, your body's telling you what the fuck is wrong, and you know what you need to do. Yes, we have these physicians and these doctors and these people with these talents in this education here to help us, but that shouldn't be your main go-to and stuff.
You
You
should
know,
know your
right?
body inside and out.
Yes, it's true. It takes some time learning it though. We
It
definitely
do.
could say that. You sometimes it's going to be a hit and miss on learning shit. Even my daughter earlier today, what was he talking about? I got my oldest with me today, and I was telling her how she got to pay attention to the things that affect her because she can't look to her mom. Things that her mom say if there's something that her mom takes to deal with something, it might affect
Right.
her different and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was telling her, pay attention to the shit that you do. Okay? This is how you know if it's a good thing to continue or not. So, yeah.
Right.
This whole thing, it gets worse, y'all. Continue.
40% of doctors are considering quitting practice. I was one of them and actually left the overlords of the medical industrial complex. Here's
The
why.
overlords. God damn.
Hi, Dr. Brian here, retired physician and founder of Health Without Risk. I came across a thread on X this week that should be interesting for anyone whose doctor just up and quit. It captures why the medical system is collapsing from the inside out. Here is the post verbatim from creator Chris Betcher. Quote, a friend told me recently that his wife, who's an MD at a major local hospital, is seriously considering leaving medicine. Not because she stopped caring about patients or long hours, but because of the pressure from above. In her system, every diagnosis comes with the
Oh
expectation
shit,
of
hold on.
prescribing the drug that
Miles, I see you in the chat, bro. I just put on the YouTube, man. I appreciate that though, much, man. Hold on, let me read another comment of his. Hold on, 100 years ago, medical wise, we would tell people you have ghosts in your blood. And give them cocaine as a this nigga.
You got ghosts in your blood and give him some cocaine.
Yeah, go be free. You'll be alright in a couple days. Probably in a night, in a couple hours. His last comment, hold on, medical science is constantly evolving and will most likely never be perfect year after year. We learn some practices we do in medicine are terrible for the recipient. With that being said right there, that's a gem that Miles just dropped. What are y'all are y'all gonna take the full risk in putting your lives in the hands of these people? Because they make mistakes, right? I don't think that's talked about enough. That is a thing that happens in the medical field if people who's not aware of that or not. You know, the
A
accidents.
doctor is just an advisor. You can take their advice or not. It's up to you.
Yeah, man. It's again and again. I would seek out you know, holistic kind
So
of remedies and stuff. Yeah,
Smoke some tree.
yeah, and that part too. But again, that what we were saying earlier, it might resonate with you, it might not. You might want to try it though, and just it helps. Definitely helps.
Roll that shit. Like
Light
that shit.
smoke it.
Smoke it.
Matches the code. If she doesn't, she gets questioned, evaluated, sometimes even financially penalized
some
through
important shit,
performance
though.
metrics tied to quality measures.
Uh-huh.
This sounds noble, but really just means, did you give the patient the medication the system expects? He said she's been dealing with it for a while, and it seems to get worse every year. She didn't go into medicine to be a cog in a pharmaceutical machine. She went in to actually help people. But the hospital's incentives don't reward lifestyle coaching, nutrition conversations, movement prescriptions, or digging into root causes.
They're all about money.
There's no bonus for helping a patient reverse insulin resistance. But there's plenty tied to metrics on prescribing statins, those shots, antihypertensives, SSRIs, and anything else that fits neatly into a billing code. And the saddest part, this isn't rare. Between pay-for-performance systems, pharma influence, and hospital revenue structures tied to drug utilization, the entire system nudges doctors away from thinking and toward prescribing.
That's a fucking problem. That's a big fucking problem right there. Because the people, I was telling my daughter again, me and my kids be talking about some shit. I be trying to get into their heads. And my oldest, she always be talking about, she wants to be a doctor. And I keep telling her, like, no the hell you don't. No the hell you don't. And I'm speaking mostly in I'm not talking about how there's control from the higher ups about what you got to do with your job. I'm telling her really mostly from the vantage point of the co-workers, because I don't think that's going to be in this video or what we're going to cover today. But that compilation video that I seen from A Homestead Journey, one of the big reasons why people in the medical field is quitting is because of their fucking co-workers. They're fucking mean as fuck. But if they're getting treated like crap, they gotta take it out on somebody, I guess. But they take it out on their colleagues. That is some shit, man.
Cause you lose your license if you take it out on the patients.
Yeah, I mean, but man, the doctors do some diabolical shit, man, to the patients.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, bro. And a lot of it, I want to say, comes from nurses doing a lot of the work, but doctors getting all of the credit and the bread.
Right. Yeah, man. I'm gonna put it in our terms.
I'm about to say Danielle was just telling me that.
Danielle's in the medical field.
Yeah.
Oh shit! We gotta talk to her about that. Nah, but check this out. There was something else I was gonna say, but I wanted to read Miles' comment because it's kind of like basic, but it's kind of like something that people must have forgot about. And how I'm gonna put it. You might remember this shit from school, bro. But Miles says, an example: ice helps muscles heal, injuries heal. Excuse me, ice helps muscle injuries heal. We recently discovered it slows the healing process. Heat is better for speeding up muscle and recovery, and we used to say heat was bad for this. Now, don't you remember in school, bro, how we heard or how we learned what makes something cold? There's less, I think, less movement of the particles, the atoms, all those small tiny particles. There's less movement, and it's slower movement, and there's less particles. Now, when it's hot, there's more particles, and it's moving faster. So
yeah, like it expands, like
right.
it shrink. Things shrink when it's cold. It shrinks when it's cold, and then it expands when it gets hot.
Right.
But nah, I mean that's like when you first get injury, like like if you get injured, the first thing you want to do, because you got all that inflammation, is throw ice on it to take down the swelling. And then in the healing process, it's the heat to expand those, I want to say, ligaments, or
Yes.
expand that, yeah, either expand the ligaments, or the heat is going to take, I mean, like Tiger Balm, icy hot, like it,
Tiger
like
Balm is
the
that
heat.
shit. Tiger
Tiger
Balm is that
Balm,
shit.
like
I fucks with that. But
Tiger Balm is that. Tiger Balm is that shit.
one thing I learned about Tiger Balm though is that if you overuse it, it can actually make the pain worse. That's how kind of like strong, because that shit goes, it seeps deep down into your bones. You know, over time.
I
Like
would say
if you
that
like put cake that shit onto that area of your body where you need it. If you keep, like, say you put on a layer, and then eventually it starts wearing off, you put another layer on. You know what I'm
you
saying?
you gotta wipe the first layer off
Oh,
before you apply the second layer.
well, that's totally something I did not do. It's because I think I was using it for my back one time. Thank God nowadays, for some reason, I don't have any back problems whatsoever, and I'm very
Bruh, I'm about
hand
to say,
prayer to God. That
I
I
was about to
don't.
say, sir, I don't know why I have back problems. I could think of one good reason why you might have back problems. I don't know. May have something to do with getting thrown out of a bed of a truck.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you know me. I landed on my fucking arm, which I still have the scars to this day. You know what? But just barely, barely. But you can totally see
Bruh.
this patch in my skin right here, and my
Oh,
knuckles. Yeah, though that will forever be there.
yeah. Nah,
But yeah,
my spine definitely
nah, I know.
said is definitely for uh you know what, just in case he happens to come across this, Trey, if you listen to this, fuck you.
Dog. He already got his karma for that. I don't know. I might be wrong saying that. I might be wrong saying that because you know, if
Nah, that was a stupid stunt that he pulled in. It
yes,
was
it
for no
was.
good
It
reason.
was. Well, thank you, bro, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how the
Nah,
hell I
that
feel about myself. No, I'm talking to Miles. Miles says I have aged better than him. I don't know if I don't know, man. I don't know about that because I my mind hasn't been focused on that shit lately, and let's not get into that right now. Let's not. But yeah, man. Yeah, I guess just keeping a good mindset. You know how, like, bruh, one thing I guess that I think people could agree on. You can tell. Damn, there was this video I watched. I wish I could go to it too. Hold on, let me see real quick. I
go for
hope
it.
my daughter didn't fuck it up. But damn, y'all gonna be seeing my damn history and shit. I don't know how I feel about that, but it shouldn't be too crazy. Shouldn't be too crazy. Wait. Where's the shorts? I need to go to all the shorts. Because I think it was a short. And it might have been in the other profile. Basically, it was this dude who was, damn, I don't know, man. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to switch to a profile and, like, log out. But it was this guy who was probably in his 50s or 60s. But when he was 30, he looked way older than he did in his 50s. And the dude was saying how he changed his lifestyle up, and but I'm just saying, some people out in the world, why do some younger people like look old as fuck and mad as fuck and just pissed and look like they're just beaten down in life? People would contribute that to how they maybe genes, genetics, or how they
Yeah.
took care of themselves, or like with food and stuff. But what about the mental part? Negativity, being mad all the time and shit, being depressed all the time. I think that plays a role in how somebody ends up aging as well too, man. You know. Your Mouse says he hopes
Yeah.
you're doing well, bro.
Nah, same to you. Nah, hope you're doing. Hope you're doing well, bro. I,
For sure,
I'm
man.
a, I'm gonna
It's
link
all
back
love,
up.
man. All love. We yeah, we all gotta chop it up one day, for sure. Cause Miles got a PC too, man, and he's got a
Bet.
badass PC too, dog. So it's a
Yeah,
must.
I know. I gotta get this new PC so I can get back to gaming.
Yeah, for sure. And that day is coming, man. All right, let's continue though, bro. Let's skip
So
this one.
clearly, we are not talking enough about how people are leaving medicine because the internet is in a uproar about a couple med influencers who are quitting medicine. Like, this is not new. I graduated medical school over 10 years ago, and a couple of my classmates did not go on into residency. And even those who did, a bunch of them no longer practice today. Why do you think we talk so much about physician burnout, how terrible the US healthcare system is, insurance companies, reimbursement cuts, educational debt, how awful the culture of medicine is, especially if you are a female with a family? And let's not even get started with the science misinformation all through COVID, and now with these abortion laws that are trying to put doctors in jail. And I get it. It is shocking and disappointing that these young doctors are not going to continue on and practice medicine. But instead of shaming them or calling them selfish, maybe we need to figure out ways to support them better so they don't feel like they have to give up to have a normal, healthy, fulfilled life.
It's a sad thing, man.
Is it just me, or does it feel like nobody wants to work these jobs anymore? Like, be for real. It's not that people are lazy. People are tired. We work. We show up. Give effort. But these companies, it's exhausting. It's draining and depressing. And we're supposed to clock in, work every day, put on a smile, and deal with everybody in their energy, in their chaos, in their attitudes, and their problems, while the people at the top don't care about none of that. They don't care how you feel. They don't care how burned out you are.
Hell
They
nah.
care about numbers. They care about profit. They care about the business, not you. And honestly, this is not the life I want for my kids, y'all, like that. This is not the life I expected
Shit.
for myself. But people are waking up. We're realizing this can't be it. Working ourselves into the ground just to survive? No. I'm at the point where I gotta figure out what's next, because staying stuck in these places that don't value you will drain the life out of you, okay? These companies will replace you tomorrow. But you only get one life, okay? So yeah, if you feel like something's gotta change, you are not crazy. You're just awake.
Yo, that's a whole nother topic right there, but I want to read what Miles said again. Yeah, some of the best artists ever have suffered horrible depression. Now, King, I already know you got a lot that you could say with this, you
Buddy.
know. But what I just real
Man.
quick, you know what? I'll let you lead off on that because you know I know your story with that.
Man, like yo, it goes so deep on that one, bro. Like
It's what it could what you can do with the fire that you've been put through. Do you let it beat you down, or do you let it turn you into a fucking giant
nah,
dragon
bro.
mountain? You know,
Bruh, like, alright, so for a while, like, as I was going through a lot of it, like, and it would be one thing after another, and I would, like, no matter what was thrown at me, I would always find a way to quickly find the easiest solution. Not let it beat me down. Hey, it is what it is, keep it moving. And after so many years of going through trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma, not understanding at the time that this is actually trauma worthy. I
Right.
didn't understand that it was even like trauma worthy until years later.
Yeah, that might be something that comes a little bit later, and that's cool. At least as long as you at some point realize it before, before you cross that threshold. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it wasn't until I got into therapy that I realized, like, and my therapist looked at me like, "You've been through all that?" Yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah, there's a whole lot more that I'm not saying, but I only got a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And she just she was like, and she kind of looked at me. She was like, "You definitely been through more than the average person." And I'm like, "Huh." I'm like, to hear my therapist say that, I'm like, yo, you gotta have a strong mindset. Like, you are put in situations for a reason. You may not understand the reason right now.
Amen to that.
You may not understand that shit right now. That's cool. It's not for you to understand. It's for you to get through right now.
Yep.
Figure that shit out later.
Right.
It's about survival right now. And it's about preserving the max amount of health with the least amount of stress and worry on
all that
things
mental
you
shit.
can't. Yeah, things you can't control. What can you control? What can you do? Things you can't control. You have to find a way on finding a way out of your situation with what you are given.
Yeah. Some of these situations we go through is a blessing in disguise too, man. You know what I mean?
And it's like,
and you won't.
Because if you keep going, like, why does it keep happening to me? Yo, like, understand it keeps going. Like, if it's the same problem, it's because you didn't resolve. If it's around the same problem, it's because you didn't fix the problem. You put a Band-Aid on it.
Right.
It's when you go through one trauma to a whole different situation, to a whole different situation, to a whole different situation. If you keep going through that, there are different situations every time. That's fine. You might be way ahead of your schedule of what you're trying to accomplish. Some of these obstacles in your way are there to actually slow you down to get you to the right place.
Yes, sir.
It's just up to you for that patience, that mindset, that vision. You can keep the hope. You can keep the hope. You can keep the faith. You can keep your vision. Hope and faith may vary. It may vary depending on your situation, how life is. You cannot lose that motherfucking vision.
Nah, man.
The moment you lose your vision,
that's when
you'll go. You are going to fail. You are planning to fail if you lose that vision. No cap. Like, I know I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've tried 100 different ways on getting the $1 million ideas out of my head.
Yeah.
With multiple businesses.
Listen to what Miles said. A man working in the rice fields one day stepped on a landmine, and though he survived, he became depressed, not because he lost his leg, but because he could no longer provide for his family.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? That's real
shit.
That'll fuck with somebody for sure, because and obviously that's not no average man that went through that. You know, this is a man really about his shit, because like most men probably nowadays, they probably lose their leg, they'll be like, it's for hell, like fucking kill me now. You know, fuck my kids, fuck my family. I can't do this anymore.
Bro, there's a thing called prosthetics. What you mean? You might have lost that leg. You ain't lose your will. You ain't lose your life.
Let's just say if prosthetics wasn't a thing.
If prosthetics wasn't a thing,
Crutches.
I'm a I'm gonna be over there looking like
make
Tink
fun
Tink.
about this shit, but
I'm gonna be over there looking like Tink Tink and living my happy motherfucking look. Do my dick still work? If my dick still work, I'm good.
yeah, you know what?
I may be losing a leg, but you know what? You know what?
Still
You ain't
got
take my
that leg.
happiness. Right.
I still got
Hey,
two legs.
I still got two legs. I can only walk on one.
Oh shit. This hold on, let's continue, man. Let's continue. Ah, shit.
I'm just at a point where I just don't give a fuck about work no more. And I hate getting to this point. Because the only thing that come after this is me getting fired or me quitting. Like, I'm starting to wake up and not want to go to that bitch now. Like, I already didn't want to go, but now I'm really like, man, fuck niggas. I'm at work doing whatever. I'm at work looking however. I just want to stay home with my motherfucking kids. I just want to get rich and stay home with my damn kids. I want to live life, travel. I want to do all the shit that rich people do. I don't want to go to the job. I don't
Get a
want to wake up
nonprofit.
and go to work tomorrow, today, next week. Like,
Sorry, that's
Well,
a cheap
nah,
joke.
but I kind of, I mean, that might work, but I think what this
That's-
man is
it's a
saying
cheap
is
joke.
not going to work because
Nah,
think in
I mean,
this
I get what
world-
he's saying.
I feel him too. But in this world, you have to put in some kind of work. I mean, unless you get lucky, you know.
I mean, nah, cause I mean,
I mean,
you
that
gotta
is a
you gotta
possibility
be
too.
doing something. I mean, like you gotta take up something. Like if you want to stay at home, like you better learn some day trading or something. You got to make money somehow.
Yeah, and again, how I always keep looking at shit. I try to always, for some reason, my mind wants to default to how it was back in the old days. The really, really old days. When a motherfucker had to hunt for their food. If a motherfucker did not hunt for their food, they did not eat. Same with some animals, you know, like if they don't kill, they don't eat. So, and they don't feed their offspring. So you
Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
put
it's a-
in. Is this man talking about laziness, or is he talking about the whole burnout thing? Regardless, you know, there's definitely some
Nah,
kind
cause
of
I
issue.
mean, I mean, this definitely. I mean, like, cause after the pandemic, I feel like the job burnout phase is like a 2 to 3 year thing now. Like,
2 to
motherfuckers.
3-year thing.
And I only say this because, like, the job I'm at now is one of the very few jobs I've been at where motherfuckers have been there for 20, 30, 40 fucking years. Like, you don't see that nowadays.
I mean, but
You
yo,
don't
you
see-
remember? You
You
remember?
don't see because everybody is on such a get rich and this job is paying more and quick. You know, it's always quick money, leaving this job, leaving that job, but they're not understanding like when you leave one job to go to another job and leave this job to go to that job and leave that job to go to this job.
Yeah.
You know, like
But
the
don't you
one
remember?
thing
You remember our conversation the other day when it came to somebody putting in that much time working for a company for 20 years, 15 years, just to get let go. And then that person is kind of already in their 40s, their 50s, and any other new job is not willing to hire them because they claim quotation marks, quote, unquote, too old. They want to hire a younger person. Don't you remember that conversation?
Yeah. Nah, cause I mean, like, and then especially nowadays, like they've been at that job for 20 years. They try to go look for a new job, and it's like, do you know how to work this machine? No. Do you know how to work that machine? No. You know how to work this machine? No. Well, we can't hire you.
Yeah, and
Cause
right
they now,
mouse.
cause because it's like no matter what certifications you get, like back in the day, like when you remember back in the day when you got a forklift license, bro, that shit used to
that
carry
used to
with
be,
you.
yes. That
You
used to
got
be
your
the-
forklift
one of the
license
biggest
and that
things you
shit
could have.
carried.
Yeah, man.
Now now no matter where you go, I can have my forklift license. It's like, oh well, we got to make sure that you can drive it. Well, what the fuck did I go get this for? Oh well, we can't take that for liability reasons. We have to train you on how we want it done.
Hey,
The-
hey, I know in how the world and the country is going right now, that thing is no longer a big thing anymore. Because listen, bro, for the first time, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, my trailer got loaded by nothing but fucking robots. It was fucking
What?
scary. Fucking robots. I checked into, what was this place? It was actually beer that from some kind of manufacturing plant. The
like the paint.
Say it again.
Because you do the whole the bear paint.
It was cases of beer, like I forgot the
beer.
brand. Beer, yeah, like alcohol. But yeah,
Oh, I
it
thought you
was-
said bear. I was like, oh, you talking about? Because I know you do the loads for the home improvement company.
Yeah, no, that's coming out of Florida. But we keep that same trailer and then we go get something.
Right. Then
coming
y'all
back
go
down
get
south.
so it might not be for that home improvement thing. It might be something totally different coming down.
Yeah, but nah,
Okay.
this particular shipper, bruh, they told me at the guard check I checked in and he was like, you're about to be loaded by robots. Have you ever been loaded by robots? And I was like, what? No. He was like, yeah, just back up to the dock as you normally would, slide the tandems back, open up the doors, and when the light turns green, you're good. What when it's regular human beings, you can feel the movements of the truck. This particular, like robots going onto it, it's like this slow, and then it hits the back of like the front of the trailer, and then you hear
Yep.
it rolling back. Weirdest shit ever, bro.
Nah, cause like
Weirdest shit
I
ever.
would imagine, yeah, like I would imagine that, and it would be like because everything at that point is making sure that everything is 100% stable, so it's gonna go at a slow pace.
Yeah,
And
but fuck that. I mean, they're getting rid of other people's jobs and shit, though, man. You know,
yeah,
And
but
it's-
uh,
that's
bruh.
that's the only sucky part about that. But
I
yeah,
mean, that's the shitty part about it. But I mean, like for the company,
yeah,
I mean for
they're saving a hell of a
them,
lot of money doing that.
they saving a shit ton of money. Cause this nigga, I don't have to tell him to go on break. I don't have
Right.
to tell him to go. He's not going to stop to go take a shit, or he's not going to stop to sit there and look at his
Yo,
phone
goddamn,
and
could you
doom
imagine
scroll
too?
for 30
Like
minutes.
for real,
The
they
robots,
work
the
24
robots not-
fucking 7. That's
the
crazy
robot,
to think about.
the
that.
robot's not gonna sit there and pull out their phone and just doom scroll for 10 minutes and forget that he's actually fucking working.
That's true. Or try to make a TikTok video on the job. Yeah, man, we could go on and on about this shit. Let's continue. We got a whole lot more to cover. How long we been in this shit though? First, we're at an hour and a half right now. You
Oh,
good?
hell
You
yeah,
good?
man.
You good tomorrow and shit,
Wow,
bro?
is it- am
Like
am I
you
good
got work
tomorrow?
tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Sunday?
Sunday.
Hell, I ain't working tomorrow. Miles, you still on that? You still doing the smoke shop items shit? Damn.
King
That's
was
what's
there
up,
when
nigga.
my business first started. As an idea, I was selling. Oh shit! At the
Yeah,
job,
he's-
y'all were working out too.
Yeah, we were at Buffalo's Cafe in Swanee. Fuck them niggas. I say it now. I say it now. I don't work for them. What you gonna do? Hire me, nigga? You did. You did, and I took out a couple men. Oh, speaking of Miles, the black manager Joseph and the little fat nigga DJ, I got them fired. Yeah, I got them fired for fucking firing me.
Yo, you need to do a story time on that shit. You need to do a story time on that.
Oh, bruh, like, yo, oh man, yo, fuck them. Fuck them.
I mean, just
bruh.
how you presented it like that. I know they probably did some foul shit, probably.
They illegally fired me because I had a concussion.
Bastards. Bastards.
I got it was I got knocked off the motorcycle.
Oh, Lord.
On my,
that was on the Shadow?
Yeah, I got knocked off the Shadow. And when I got knocked off the Shadow, like I still bandaging, bro. Like every morning, like I'm having to get a ride to work because I'm fucking taking painkillers. I can't fucking drive, or it's an automatic DUI.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah,
I'm taking. I'm like, bro, like taking those painkillers. Like I wasn't even comfortable driving.
Well,
that's
this is part of the reason why we're in this segment of this this compilation right here. Work, we need to question if it's worth it or not. Again, of course, we need it to survive. We gotta make some money in this world somehow.
You guys. I'm gonna say like this. You need to work to survive. You need a job to pay your bills. You need a job. You don't need this motherfucking job.
True.
You need a job, not this job. You are not stuck. You are not stuck at this what you may feel like is a dead-end job. You're not making the money you need to be making. You feel like you should be getting paid more. You know what? That might be right. You know what?
But we also need to start making power moves and kind of like get together and stuff and like come up with some shit too, man. Because you know,
like like Miles X. Like if y'all want to, bro. Like I'm still down for it. I got a host. I got a couple people in a squad I'm trying to put together for a Discord for the nonprofit. And on top of the nonprofit, part of that is also going to be like I'm gonna try to get a whole bunch of entrepreneurs that I know, and we just gonna also have like a once a week like get together. If not once a week, like once every 2 weeks, get together on just like business talk.
Yeah, no, that's a must, especially for this year. We've got to come up with something, man. We can't keep living this fucking hamster cycle.
Like as entrepreneur, bruh, I got the mobile mechanic. Like I'm trying to get the mobile mechanics up and running. The nonprofit. The online clothing brand. I'm like, yo, if this is the year, like if you want to do some shit, like it's the year to get it fucking done, bruh.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna lie to anybody that don't know business. Nonprofit is probably a cheat code to fund a lot of your other businesses. It's the easiest way to get funding. It's very easy work. You can easily put it with one of your other businesses. Like my nonprofit, I can sit there, do mobile mechanics, and I can do the online clothing brand.
Plus
I can
PR is kind of easy too at this point with the social media that we have nowadays too.
Yeah, I mean like PR is stupid easy. I mean actually I was gonna get I probably need to get us three in a call. Like honestly,
yeah, that's something we got to set up going forward at some point.
But nah, like real shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get with Miles on that for sure. Try to set that up. Miles, we gotta get you on Discord at some point, man. So yeah, I think I'm gonna reach out to you on TikTok and shoot you a message and stuff and send you all those details. And yeah, get
But yeah, we
set something up.
Yeah, we definitely gonna honestly, the nonprofit, it's easy fucking work. Like all it is going and one, you're doing a good thing. Like you actually are spreading awareness and spreading, like getting the message out and having resources behind you. Two, you can get discounts on a whole bunch of shit. I'm not gonna lie. Instead of having money, I'm not gonna lie, bruh, because I can sit there at the end of the day with a nonprofit and go, hey, yeah, I don't have that much money. I have this much amount. Would you be willing to settle for this? The rest can be the rest can be a donation and 100% tax write-off. Now, they've sent you all of their product. They're going to get every fucking dollar back. You're not missing money. At this point, now you have a negotiation business to where you can get product for free. Thousands of dollars of product for free.
King.
I'm not.
King.
My
Save
bad. I
that
know
shit.
I'm going to.
Save that. You giving away the details. That's some shit niggas need to pay us for. Nah. We'll chop that up in the group chat. But let's carry on, nigga.
Yeah. Oh shit, you still got Broken Skull
8 to 10
Syndicate.
hours a
Bet.
day, and you can't even get a check that gives you peace.
Speaking of, yeah, I need to get
And
up
it
with
ain't
you.
got
I need a
nothing to
new
do with you
supplier.
suck, because you don't. It ain't got nothing to do with,
For the
you
clothing.
doing this or that. You literally have to eat lunch standing up, check your emails on the toilet, right? Hurry back, scramble
That's
to
some
make sure
shit.
you get back off your breaks on time. Take overtime at the last minute, and still not even comfortably afford to have a check, guys, where you can even just comfortably pay your bills. I'm not even talking about anything else. That's because you work a job that is completely got you burnt out. It is a system that's it's called the rat race for a reason. It's called a hamster wheel for a reason. Go look up and watch how a hamster just runs on
Oh, we know,
nonstop.
nigga.
Going somewhere,
We know.
going fast, but going nowhere.
Nowhere.
That's the outcome of a job. And this is how I felt for 14 years when I was welding.
Damn, and this brother was welding? See, I was thinking about, it's a little bit deep. Me and you, King, we talk about fucking everything. But I think I remember in one of our conversations we was talking about, if you don't have something kind of under your belt nowadays, like some kind of either degree, some kind of
trade,
some kind
a
of
degree,
trade, bruh, you
diploma, something. Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, it's very hard, to put it lightly. And even for me, like fucking last year, dude, I thought I was gonna be out the game. Yeah, and the year before last, shit.
Nah,
man.
I mean,
I made a whole video on that.
I see. Yeah, because I mean, like especially when
track and field.
bruh, like I'm not gonna lie, like when I heard all of the tariffs that were going on, everybody was concentrating on money and this. Like the first thing that popped in my mind, it was like, damn, my brother X gonna have enough work to actually keep shit going.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even gonna flex. I was like, when I heard like we're not exporting, we're not doing this and that, and I'm like, yo, there's only so much shit we do in house. Like, hold up, wait a minute, we can't be doing all of this.
Right.
I'm like, man.
The reason I guess why I'm still standing is because, man, Gil and Craig, the business partners that I got, thank God for them. Gil was, I'll just put it like this, some brokers, some of the higher ups from some of these companies that we partner up with and contract for, they call him a chihuahua, that barking chihuahua who's always barking orders and doesn't care like what position the person is in. And that's him to a T. And I think that's kind of necessary to kind of have one of those people on your team, because I'm nothing like that. I don't like arguing with people. I don't know. Sometimes I just go with the flow a little bit more than him. But yeah, having him on the team is like absolutely necessary, because honestly, I don't know if I would be in the position that I'm in right now, because with that last Russian company that I started with in January last year, February, holy fucking crap. Holy crap. I started doing flatbedding, flatbedding was fun. It was extremely physical, and I was supposed to be making more money than just doing dry van. But somehow that turned out to not be the truth, which is fucking crazy because again,
It depends.
physical work,
Oh yeah, bruh.
extremely
Like,
physical work. Tarping over fucking like hay bales, like that's like
bruh.
bigger
All
than the
right,
fucking truck. It's crazy, man.
all right, yo. I'm gonna put it to you this way because we just had to load a flatbed for one of our machines. Now, mind you, it's the only machine that we need a flatbed for. It's a $500,000 machine.
Good lord.
Bruh, that bitch is about 8.5, almost 9 feet long, and about 8 feet tall. Right under 9 feet.
Industrial, yep, industrial type shit, for sure.
Bruh. Like the first thing.
What the hell does it do?
Like with all of our machines that we make, it's testing scientific testing machines to test for different particles and shit like that. It's research.
God damn.
Yeah, it's research. Like particle. It's like.
That's why that shit
Particles
costs so much
different.
fucking money.
Oh yeah, honestly, the amount of money that I sit there and put together on a week-to-week basis versus how much my paycheck says, it doesn't add up. It don't add up because my company makes annually about $120 million a year.
Wow. Wow.
I
It's
think
crazy the
last year.
numbers that some of these companies make, man. Absolutely crazy. But just remember, which we all know, they can't make those numbers without us. You know, so
Nah, especially without y'all, without the truckers.
no,
like,
I'm not saying just the truckers, just the employees that they have.
Oh,
The
no, and I
people
mean, like,
that help run the company. They can't run that
will
shit by
say-
themselves.
I will say the plant operating manager that we have, he's one of the few guys that one of the few operating managers I've seen that he does not mind coming down, like coming out of his office and actually coming where we are to actually do fucking work.
Okay. See, I got a real one in there. I mean,
and
that's probably somebody who's about his business, you know.
I mean, like, very rarely will he do it, but when it's the important shit, like, he don't mind. Like, he'll sit there and.
I mean, once you get yourself to your business to a certain point, you get people to help you bring the business along. But sometimes you got to be hands on still, no matter how many employees you got. You know, that's how I would want to do it. You know, make sure things is being done right.
But nah, like the only thing like with that, and I want to say like the epicenter was
God
the
damn,
pandemic.
House. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I just seen that.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. Fucking 3-man teams, 2 no trucks, and I remember having to do that. Bro,
Yeah,
when I first started working before I even left to Florida, when I was still up there with you guys, you remember I was working at Macy's in the back end, the warehouse, offloading those trucks. Yeah, it didn't happen too often, but every once in a while I would have to unload those trucks, partly by myself. And bro, that's some serious work. Them
bruh,
trucks
like
is like sometimes they'll have some pallets on there, but for the most part, that truck was filled from left to right, top to bottom, with singular boxes all the way to the back. And I like once we clear out those walls of boxes, we'd be so happy to actually see a pallet that took up so much space, knowing that
oh,
there's not
bro,
another wall to go. So goddamn, y'all, goddamn it.
bruh, like I'm not gonna lie. Now, mainly because of the places where I was at, it was we would have a shit ton of trucks, and there would be. I mean, because like a lot of the times in my early days, I was on the docks, bruh. So like we would have trucks coming in and out all the times, and you're unloading that bitch with your fucking forklift, and you're timed. You're fucking timed. You better be in it. You better be in, out, and stage all of your shit.
And they were
So that
strict
fucking
about it too, huh?
oh hell yeah, they were. Like you had to know
They
you
were.
had to know what the fuck you had to know what the fuck you were doing. Now, luckily enough, if you're a gamer, your job is playing a video game all day long. If you really look at it that way, on a forklift, that's all you do.
Yeah, move the joysticks.
Move the joysticks around, drive around. Yeah, drive. Think about it. You got the driving simulator, so you sit there. You got the wheels. Now you got the forks. So now you got the controls over here to your left and right, like you would be shooting on your, left controller, right, left thumb, left trigger, right trigger. You got all of that. So now it's a fucking video game as you're playing. How quick can you really do this? And now you just, try to beat your time every time you do this.
Right. That's kind of the
You're playing,
mentality.
you're playing fucking speed run all day long.
Hell yeah, trying to beat your last record. All right, man. Let's carry on. Let's carry on, bro.
Man, you're really focused. No, I'm determined. I'm gonna beat my own shit.
Goddamn right. I don't know where we left off with this guy, but I'm seeing what he's saying, and this is why after getting fired,
This is why after getting fired, I didn't want to get on that rat race. This is why
Said,
I
"Fuck
learned how
that
to build a
shit."
business. This is why I learned how to work from home. This is how I learned how to generate an income that didn't require me working a 9 to 5, where I didn't need no tech skills. I didn't have to chase my friends and family. I didn't have to have 50,000 followers, right? And now because of this, I have time. I generate an income that doesn't require me punching the clock. I have options, but the best thing above, guys, is that I have peace. And that is the peace knowing that I generated income that doesn't allow me to stress about paying bills or doing things for my family. If you're sick and tired of being burnt out, working a job, feeling like you're on a hamster wheel, just going nowhere fast, and you want to know how I've been able to build a business from home, generate a full-time income that doesn't require me punching the clock, and I've been able to do this just working 2 hours a day from this couch, then comment the word info, and I'll send you guys over exactly how I've been able to do this and how you can do the same.
What the fuck are we doing on this earth, man? Every day, most of us wake up and go to a job that we really don't fucking like, but we can't really quit because we got to get the money to pay the bills that they say is important to pay. What the fuck is the point of this life, man? We go to grocery stores and buy food that God gave us for free. Why the fuck did we pay for lights? Well, that's just the way it is. Fuck you. I'm tired of all this "that's just the way it is" bullshit. This whole fucking system is garbage. America ain't nothing but a big ass fucking plantation, man. A big ass fucking plantation. What the fuck are we doing here? There are days I don't want to be on this earth. And I'm not saying I want to unalive myself and nothing like that. But I'm tired, man. It's like, what the fuck is the point of any of this? To work till we 60, 70 years old? Most of us ain't gonna fucking live to see 50. But we gotta work to maybe retire. Man, fuck you and all that bullshit, man. I don't give a fuck about who president, left, right, and all this dumbass shit. I'm tired of this whole fucking game, man. It's a big ass game. It's a big ass charade. America is a fucking plantation. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about it, man. This shit is exhausting. Like, I don't even want to look for another job. I'm going to walk in there. They going to ask me, why do you even want this job? Bitch, because I need some fucking money to pay the bills and they tell me it's important to pay. Get the fuck out of here, man.
This footage is seriously freaking people out. A thermal camera was set up on a mountain, a place that's supposed to be completely off limits. No hikers, no houses, nothing. But around midnight, the camera picked up 2 human figures.
The fuck?
One was clearly chasing the other. They ran through the trees until the heat signature vanished, and then something even stranger
Hold
happened.
on a minute. We gotta go back.
What looked like buildings.
Why does it seem like his
no
footprints
hikers,
is leaving
no houses,
heat signatures too?
But around midnight,
is that normal?
The camera picked up 2 human
Yes.
figures. One was clearly chasing the
On
other.
thermal, yes, and
They
the
ran
snow,
through the trees
absolutely.
until the heat signature vanished.
I
and
didn't
then
know
something
the
even
footprints
stranger
was a
happened.
real
The
like an
camera suddenly
aspect
caught
of a
what looked
thermal.
like buildings in a small cluster.
only
of
if
houses
it's
sitting
snow.
right in the middle of that restricted zone.
Okay. I mean, it's
Then
on top of
only
a
if it's
mountain.
snow. There are no houses on that
Yeah, no.
mountain. None. Then, about an hour later, the lens shifted to the summit. And this time, there were 9 people standing there.
The fuck?
One of them was dragging another body
What
behind them
the
like they were pulling someone who couldn't walk. Officials
Who the
said
hell is watching this shit? They obviously are eyeing in on what the hell is going on here. So they obviously are clear. And what do y'all think? What is this? Is this this is not no helicopter footage, right? This is, what is this, like a UAV or something? More higher in the sky? Like some
Yeah, that's
stealth
way
kind of
higher.
plane?
I wanna say back up a little bit. And keep going just a little bit more. Alright, right there.
We're right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Play it again.
Yeah, play it again.
And this time, there were 9 people standing there. One of them was dragging another body behind them like they were pulling someone who couldn't
That's
walk.
a UAV.
Officials said no one was supposed to be there. So now people are
But
asking...
yeah, just how that dude is running.
So now
I mean,
people are
so hold
asking-
on. Is he
officials
chasing
said
somebody?
No one was supposed to be there. So now people are asking, who were they? And more importantly, what was happening?
Let's all right, the hills have AI. This, yeah, I mean, damn, I didn't, for some reason I didn't think about that, AI. I'm pretty sure AI could come up with some kind of footage like this. Thermals don't light up footprints unless you're on fire. That's what dude says, but there's 146 replies. And that same thing what you said, yeah, about the snow, that makes sense, but I didn't believe in this kind of stuff before, but power. They tried to hide by Marcus Vale made me question everything, literally everything. It's probably a book or something. Or something.
Nah, because I mean, you had to because also they're like, oh well, you know, on standard on standard, on standard surveillance, you can't see this bullshit. You think that if this surveillance footage, because again, we don't know where the source of the footage came from,
Right,
but
right.
if it's not AI, then it's got to be military.
Of course.
And if it's military, then their thermals are not our thermals.
For sure.
Besides, I don't know, like, and if anybody is really up to date on their thermal game, then they might know that they just came out with a new thermal that you can point your red dot, well, you can point your gun at the wall and you can actually see heat signatures behind the wall.
Hey man, let's not get too
That's now. That is now for the consumer consumption. So imagine what the military has.
Right.
If
No,
we're
I
now
heard the
getting
technology
this-
is like years ahead before they release it to the public.
Fuck yeah, it is. I know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
I I did 6 years with I did 6 years with I did 6 years with 5 Marines doing bail recovery. Abso-fucking-lutely. I've seen some of their technology. They were they would go on a year, like they would go on, because instead of doing active deployment, they would do independent contracting, and they would go on like 6-month deployments, come back and have some new fancy ass tech that to the human, like if like if I tried to go find it, somebody's knocking at my door. But because they had it, it was okay.
All right, let's continue, man.
Up there.
This is a weird
What
one.
do you think
right
that
here.
camera really captured?
Miles says military equipment is dog shit. The military buys equipment for the cheapest price that they can. That sounds right too, but I'm pretty sure they got some shit that they're just, because it just makes sense. Why release shit to the bigger public, even your own kind of troops? Because there's a lot of military people coming on TikTok talking about some secrets and stuff, and obviously they're spilling the beans about some shit. So
it depending, like, are we talking?
Depends
Like, when I
on what
say
it is
that, like,
about.
when I'm talking military and I'm talking some of the higher ups, some of those now a lot. It's more common when you start to do independent contracting work that you see a little bit better equipment than actually in our military. I mean, they're gonna try to give you the standard best that the minimum.
Yeah, they're not gonna give you no shit that's probably gonna fail on you or something.
But as a soldier, are you willing to spend the extra money out of your paycheck to keep you alive, to keep earning a paycheck?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Miles. Yeah, it's different sects, that has priority over the best shit.
Oh,
and
yeah,
even some I guess what they can call black organizations. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. If
Black Project
if anybody,
kind of shits. Private company, private groups.
Sector 7, all the way down. You are getting Autobots. Them niggas.
Yo, did y'all ever hear of that story about the original night vision goggles, the red lens, and how the military or the I think it was I think it was the Marines that was using it. I don't remember which sect, but they was using red night vision goggles, and they started seeing shit in the astral realms, like demons and ghosts and shit. There's a lot of stories on that. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, like the amount of bullshit that I've heard the military do, like, I think the worst one was when Katrina first hit, and me and some of the guys took a couple bass boats and went down to Katrina to try to go rescue, and then they got on the radio and we started overhearing from a couple blocks away. Like, we kind of rode up and we could hear somebody giving an order, like, if they have guns, shoot them on sight in the middle of Katrina.
Yeah,
like they were going house to house, clearing house to house to see if there was any survivors, anybody that needed rescue. But if they had guns, then they were forced to hand them over.
That is a whole nother topic to discuss right there, bro. A whole nother topic. I think that was a whole plan, a whole shit. Let's not get too much into that. That might be something in the future that we do need to cover, because I came across something recently. It was these older women in a council meeting, like I think in City Hall or something in their town, and they was talking about the shit that the news and the media did not cover when it came to
And
that whole
Katrina.
situation. Yep,
Yeah.
Katrina. And
Mhm.
basically, I'll put it in the words of this older woman: the fish got treated better than the people. It's crazy.
They did. They did. Because they're like, anytime you saw on the screen, it was they're looting. They're looting the stores. No, they're trying to fucking survive.
Survive,
That's,
right, right.
It no longer become like, if the streets weren't fucking flooded, you can call this looting. But because everywhere's a natural disaster, it's no longer fucking looting.
Right, right.
The fuck do you mean? This is survival at its best.
Yeah, man. That's why. Yep. Let's carry on, man.
These are some of the craziest space events that you're going to be able to see in the sky this year, and if you don't want to forget about any of these, just make sure you add me and I'll remind you. If you haven't seen the other parts, we're going in order, so make sure you go watch those. On July the 21st, we're going to have a buck moon, which is crazy. It's literally just a full moon, by the way, but they give it that nickname because it signifies the new antlers that emerge on a deer buck's forehead. So, on July the 22nd of this year, we're going to have Mercury at its greatest elongation east, which basically means you might be able to see Mercury in the sky, which is crazy. The reason why you might be able to see it is because it's going to be at its furthest distance away from the sun in its orbit, so the sun's not going to block it. So on August the 4th, we're going to have our next new moon, which basically means it's not going to be lighting up the sky. You won't be able to see the moon this night, but you will be able to see the stars. This one's by far the coolest so far, but on August the 12th and the 13th, we're going to have the Perseid
This is so
meteors,
far
which is literally
later
going to
on
be a
in this year.
meteor shower. They're saying that this meteor shower is usually the most active and brightest meteor shower of the year, and if you don't want to forget about this, just make sure you add me and come back because I'll remind you.
So I saw this creator's video, and she was talking about how on YouTube everybody's stuff looks the same, and it's really hard because she likes YouTube, but all the thumbnails look the same. Everybody's talking about the same thing, and I want to talk about that. First, I want to say the business of social media ruined a lot of things creatively. Being a creative was the natural and original influencer. Becoming an influencer as a job was for people who didn't actually have creativity but still wanted to enter into the space. As a creative, you naturally have influence, especially if you're great at what you do. But since now the algorithm are set up a certain way where if you want your video to be seen, you have to, I forgot what you call it, but you have to basically use the same words as other people are using in their video, talk about the same topics at the same time just for your video to be seen. Because of the
Algorithms.
business of social media, it has canceled out so much creativity.
Yep.
And then even
Makes
if
sense.
you are creative, thank you very much, man. Even if you are creative, it's people who bite on your stuff because they want to be seen. I just posted on Instagram about this a couple of days ago. Like, I've been doing this for so long. I'm the blueprint for a lot of stuff y'all don't even know. Some stuff y'all hear and you see, it was me first, right? The person who you finally saw it on, they copied it. Yeah. And so it's hard being a really creative person in spaces where people have some creativity or no creativity, and they'll take your uniqueness and likeness just to be seen. So I really don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't.
Yeah, I hate when people do that, man. I don't get why fucking people eat while
They're trying to create.
Yes, man. It fucking irks the shit out of me, man. Just can you not wait till you're done talking to dive into the sandwich, ma'am? Is that
Depends.
such a
How
hard
close
thing to
are
do?
we? How close are we? Like, how close are we? Because I mean, like, if we are talking about like inner circle and family, like, I don't care.
Yeah,
But if you're
man,
trying to
but-
be business and professional and you're doing that, I literally want whatever you just said, especially in a business meeting, and you start Like, if I'm trying to do business and then I hear you munching down on some chips while I'm trying to talk business to you, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up immediately and stop talking business.
Yeah, man.
100%.
It's the thing. It's like with those mukbangs. I meant to make a fucking reaction video to this or to one of those because I just don't understand. I mean, I understand why people watch it, but it's like, what the fuck is in you that makes you want to watch this shit so bad?
Wait,
is it
what?
because you
What?
want the food that they're eating? Mukbangs. Mukbangs.
What the fuck is that?
You don't know what the fuck a mukbang is, dude? Really? It's like, bro, it's like when fucking people pig out in front of a camera. And the mic is, it's like top-notch quality, dude. You hear
Like the
you hear the
AMA
shit go down their throats. It's like some sexual shit, but with food.
Yo, whoever does that, yo, I can't. I
It's crazy.
y'all make food. Look, y'all make.
And dude, they're fucking
Are the-
pigging out too, man. It's not just like a fucking 2-piece
No.
with a biscuit and some
Bruh.
potatoes.
It's like
It's a fucking mini
It's-
buffet. And somehow they eat all that shit.
It's for the same reason I can't watch 600 Pound Life. They make eating food look so disgusting and just not. I can't
Oh,
eat
shit.
anymore after watching them like devour
Yeah,
all of
you
it.
feel guilty. You feel
I don't even feel guilty. I'm like, yo, and you wonder why.
Yeah.
Yo, that
yeah.
is your third. Yo, that is your fourth pizza in
That should
20
be-
minutes.
That should be having me feel guilty for some reason because it's like, goddamn, they make eating that particular food look so goddamn bad. So
They make it look so like they're sitting there and they got like 3 pieces of pizza stacked on top of each other and just yo, why? Why
just
can't
take a bite through all 3 of them at once and they're God forgive us.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I was watching. I don't even remember what show it was, bro. They went to like Little Caesars or something, and they walked out with 14 pizzas. By the time they
What the
got,
fuck? God
by the
damn,
time
14 pizzas?
by the time they got to their family's house, they did not have 14 boxes of pizza. They had 10 boxes of pizza.
That's diabolical, man. That's definitely a big problem. It's definitely
And then
a big
ate
problem.
when they got there.
Good lord. It's good
If
seeing you,
you're
man.
American and you're looking at the news right about now thinking, yep, this is the year I need to get my ass out. These are some of the countries that I would suggest you look into. These are the countries I'm looking into in case any goes left. First of all, I'll be taking my ass back to Thailand. Thailand is one of those countries that's like, listen, I'm not getting in the middle of this. I'm standing on the outside. We got to worry about our borders and keeping our people safe. We're not trying to get into international affairs like that, all right? You can get the Destination Thailand visa, which is a 5-year tourist visa, just by having enough funds and taking a class where you learn Thai culture even deeper. I already got my visa, so I'll just be going back home. The next place I'm looking into is Portugal. Portugal has been high on my list of places to visit because it's one of the
If I
top
wanted to
places
leave
that
the
Americans
US
have been exiting
to a country
if
where I
I
could
was
feel
looking for a
safer,
place where I
more
can move to
regulated,
long term and
and
get
less
my
impacted by
citizenship
constant
there,
political
it
instability.
would be this country.
These are the places.
Portugal has a digital nomad visa, which grants you 2 years in the country.
But here's the
and then you
problem I
can
have with
renew
any of
digital
that.
Nomad.
Because they just stopped, like, wanting to approve student visas. So, while I want to get away, and you're out on this visa, if they deny you, now how you getting back home?
Right.
You might end up in a predicament where you can't get back into the U.S.
I mean, I think from this woman's standpoint, she might not want to come back, but
I mean, if you
I
don't want to
don't know,
get like,
man. I'm just saying I can't say that for a fact. I think you being American, you're gonna at some point want to come back.
At some point.
Yeah, at some
Like,
point you're gonna want to come back. Me personally, I would not. I would try to refrain from traveling, especially by plane nowadays, because there's just way too much going on right now. Way too much.
Bruh, like, especially like, first off, air traffic controllers had the most stressful job in the world and the highest suicide rate out of any profession. It's air traffic controllers. And then one of the first things you do is deplete a lot of air traffic controllers. Bro, like you just had a plane go down here a week or two ago.
Really, in Georgia?
Yeah, right there over Peachtree DeKalb. Right over Peachtree DeKalb. In
Damn,
Dorville.
bro. Well, what the fuck was the reason for that? Some kind of malfunction?
I want to say either some type of malfunction or yeah.
And I think they also had another one in Kentucky too.
Oh, they had one in Kentucky. That was the UPS flight. Now I have insider. Yeah. I have insider knowledge on that one, and that's only because I got
family up there.
Yeah, I got some family up there. Not only do I got family up there, one of the family members actually works at the UPS airport.
Oh shit.
Like he works for the UPS he works for UPS on the airport side. Like he literally watched the airplane go, yeah, boom.
God damn.
Yeah, he watched that in real time.
So
there was
what did he tell you? What the hell happened with that? Like, is it?
They still I don't even think from what he said that plane never left the fucking it shows it real it got so close up when it shows leaving the it got up in the air. No, it didn't. He said that plane never left the fucking that thing never got off the fucking tarmac. It got off the tarmac and then right back down. Like it never really left the tarmac.
Oh wow. All right. Let's move on.
He said it. Guys, something just flew by.
Yeah, I wanted to move on cuz we're bruh, I don't know. It's like we're teleporting through time or something, because just a minute ago I thought I said it was like a little over an hour and a half. We're almost at 2 hours and a half now. So we're definitely going to cut out the fucking Mr. Ballin video, cuz I don't think we're nowhere near the end of these TikToks that I saved. I think I put too much on this list, but that's okay because we can finish the rest another day.
Stay tuned for part 2.
For sure.
Look up, watch. What was that? Sir, what was that? Mind you guys, that happened in Dubai for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever it was. Somebody was at home drinking a hot chocolate, and they happened to see that fly by the screen. Now, that person said, and I don't know who that person is, they said that it was a UFO. But it kind of didn't move fast like a UFO. But if you ask me, that was just an airplane. Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertainment purposes only, and I don't know what the hell that was. But people are saying it's a UFO. Shut up! 2026 just started, guys. Are you kidding me? What is going on in Dubai? What they thought we wasn't gonna catch that? You see, you would have never caught that. If your phone would have rang, you would have went to the store real quick. You would have went to the fridge to get something to drink. You would have came back. You would have never seen it. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. I ain't got you. No time is it. Shut up. But I'll tell you one thing. If I'm ever anywhere for New Year's, right, and the ball's about to drop, and I look up and I see some fly by man fast, yo, let's get up out of here, bro. Enough is this.
Okay, what I'm going to share with you guys is what we know to be real and true. And when I tell you this, I urge you to not restrict your thinking to technology. We've been collecting UAP data for more than 5 years with electromechanical signaling. We call this our dog whistle. What the technology is classified. Generally speaking, we see 3 to 5 different classifications of UAP per day during operations. To make sense of our data, we had to develop a lexicon, and we base it off of flight characteristics. Again, there are 9 different flights or classes, and some of these UAPs may be the same type of UAP under different flight configurations. But at this point, given their behavior, we are confident that they do not align with your typical extraterrestrial explanation. Again, each UAP has different characteristics. Some tumble, some spin, some flicker, some just look like a living being flying in the sky. UAPs are extremely hard to image. What is seen with the naked eye generally is not what is seen under camera, and we do not know why. Class 1 is the tetra. It usually spins, it tumbles, it looks like a black body. Sometimes it...
Well, that whole thing with the camera seeing something different from the real eyes, that just reminds me of all those fucking paranormal photos, like the legit ones.
Well,
And-
yeah, well, not even that, bruh. But I mean, like, it's how do we see X-rays? Can we see X-rays? No, we use a fucking camera.
Right.
Like, yo, like, on
It's a
there are
different
certain
spectrum of
things.
light.
Exactly, bruh. Like, did we forget about the fucking rainbow?
Yeah, that should be a reminder. But nah, niggas, you know, people nowadays
under-
they would, oh my god, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a UFO. It's God's plate. He threw it because he was mad, but it's moving and flying intelligently. Some shit.
Bruh, like, it's Dubai. That could be a fucking drone.
Yeah, that thing that flew by in that last video. I don't know, man,
Like-
but nah. There's
No, I mean, not like a military or like surveillance drone. I mean, just like, yo, it's Dubai. They got all kinds of exotic shit. You never know what kind of fucking exotic drones they got over there in Dubai.
That's a good point that you're making. Yeah, you're right. They got money, buku money over there.
They got stupid buku money in Dubai. What you mean? They got
Nah,
stupid
man. Some
bread over
of the
there.
stories I've heard though, when it comes to these, and I'm not talking about no regular saucer-shaped UFO. I'm talking about the crazy ones, like the ones with the a cube
looked-
inside of like some kind of a see-through circle, like shit like that. That's insane type of shit. And then
Nah, or
the
the
pyramids,
other one.
the flying pyramids.
The
Those are-
flying pyramid, or the one where it looks like it's just the alien just sitting in fucking air and it's just moving.
That too. I haven't seen a video like that in a while, but I remember the old school one of those.
You remember the old school one I'm talking
Yes.
about? Yeah, that's the
And
one I'm talking about.
They had video footage of that one. You know, it wasn't clear enough, but you can clearly tell it was like something with 2 arms, 2 legs, looked like it had a jetpack on its back or something. But yeah, it was like floating through the air. Crazy shit. Crazy
Like,
shit.
and it was, they tried to debunk it, but nothing flight mechanical wise could replicate the exact movement of what the fuck it was doing.
You know, I'm not so much interested in the UFO shit as much as I was in the past, and I think that's because there's a lot more other shit going on right now, I think, and
Not even that. Like, even the U.S. said, yeah, they're real. Aliens are real, and we all just kind of looked at, like, the fact that the government came out and were like, hey, aliens are real, and we're all like, yeah, no shit. You don't say. And
the
kept it
second coming.
moving. Yeah, like, the
I
fact
think
that
the
we're that
aliens are
deep
trying to
in,
save us from our own government.
bro, like, imagine that, because you remember, like, back in the 70s and 80s, like, the U.S. government saying aliens are real. You never would have thought the U.S. government would say that. Speed it up 30, 40 years. Aliens are real, and we're like, yeah, that's cool. Cool story, bro. Meanwhile, there's still doom scrolling. Like, the fuck just this is how, like, sometimes you gotta think about, like, are we in the Twilight Zone? Like, the fuck is happening around us?
Right. That's
Like-
exactly why. Because that's exactly why I said what I just said about not following this shit as much as I as
Because
in the past. Yeah, man, because so much shit. So
I mean,
much
like
shit.
exactly, bruh. Like, bruh, we're at a point of perpetual. We have to be on the lookout in our own neighborhood all the time because there's a new sport going around called mass murder. Apparently, it's a new fad that's
Right,
taking by trends.
right. We got enough shit going on the ground where we actually live than to be worried about what the fuck is flying up above us, who clearly don't want nothing to do with us. Because if they did, they would have been here already. They're fucking with us.
Bro,
But
honestly, I think some of the aliens that have came down, like honestly, like I think they're just like college frat aliens,
college
like
frat.
just
Oh,
like
shit.
just
Check
drunk
this
it, just
fucked up.
drunk as shit. Cause like, why the fuck would you come here?
True.
I'm like, oh, we're gonna, and like they all like they got all of this, and then they crash land. Like, you know why they're crash landing? Cause they're fucking drunk as shit. It's a DUI. They've been drinking all day long.
Yo, Miles, that's a freaking good question, though. Makes you think what the people of old were actually seeing with all the hallucinogens they took, and how many stories were true or just a result of hallucinogens. I didn't look at the video, but I seen a
mean, let's
video
be
the other day that was talking about. I think it was titled "Why Do People Who Take Certain Kind of Hallucinogens See the Same Shit?" And I think it's because, like, obviously that this particular chemical, what is dimethyltryptamine or something, DMT. That's you have receptors in the body for that, and you have ways to release that naturally in the body by certain kind of breathing methods. So I think that's a natural and normal part of the human body to be able to experience something,
Yeah.
this hormone that connects you to something greater, and it
Now
does
you
some
can
shit that
now.
we don't
All
understand
right.
right
So
now.
so I think the difference is like your shrooms shrooms grow. So since shrooms are like weed and they grow, like you have the receptors that you can actually take it. But
Hmm.
when you start doing other drugs, the other hallucinogens, acid, meth, and some of the other ones where you're manipulating that receptor, that's where it becomes dangerous. Because you're
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah.
able to do this with shrooms, and this is because depending on the type of shroom is depending on the type of trip you go on.
I
Like if
think
you take
ayahuasca is another one that I think deals with
shit,
DMT.
yeah. Now ayahuasca doesn't last very long, but you go on a fucking trip,
Yeah, but I think
and
it's the
it feels like
same.
years.
You can go on a what they call a bad trip or a good trip. It really depends on which your mind state before you actually do it. But I think this whole topic right here is pretty interesting because, like, again, the things of what people see
Yeah, I
when
mean,
they
like
do these
like
things, it's quite interesting because a lot of them kind of correlate. You know what I'm
bruh,
saying? They
like
see the same things. For one, with the colors, you could actually see the actual spectrum of light that most people don't see without these devices. So you're seeing all these colors, these shapes, these vibrations. I think the way that life really is, how we were meant to see. But oh my God, I'm getting into a part where this could go hella deep, but there's something called this light code matrix that we're kind of trapped in, and it deals with I'll just put celestial bodies, but basically there's another sun that people don't talk too much about, the black sun, which obviously is not. It's obviously not going to be shining light how the regular sun is, but there's a lot of research on this shit. But these celestial positions and how they interact with this plane or this earth that we're on, it changes how we perceive shit, man. But if you, again, going back to the beginning of this video, raise yourself to a certain dimension, you become aware. And I'm only rocking with this shit that I'm saying because of my first beginning years on this earth. I was not on no drugs. and I was of clear, sound mind, and I seen some shit, dealt with some shit that I could not explain. So I know it exists. You know, so this world and this life, this reality that we live in is very, very interesting, man. Very interesting. Let's see what the next video
Yo, do
is.
y'all hear about all the commotion that's going on in
And
Florida
this-
right now, y'all? I'm in Florida, and I'm currently in the midst
Call
of
it
it as well,
quits,
too.
bro,
Check this out.
'cause,
This was
it's
in
approaching
Orlando,
2
Florida the
o'clock.
other night, just yesterday, actually. These people were at the Universal Park, and when they looked back, they seen this orange orb that was
Wait, hold
ripping
on.
through the
Where did he
clouds.
say this was? Huh?
Yo, do y'all hear about all the commotion that's going on in Florida right now, y'all?
Florida?
I'm in
What part
Florida,
of
and I'm
Florida?
currently in the midst of it as well, too. Check this out. This was in Orlando, Florida the other night, just yesterday, actually.
Orlando?
These people were
What
at
the
the
fuck?
Universal Park, and when they
When
looked
was
back,
this?
they seen this
3 days
orange
ago?
orb that was ripping through the clouds like it was on a mission. They got out of the ride so fast. But yeah, y'all, what is that in the sky? Do y'all see those clouds, though? It's like layers and layers of clouds that this thing had to go through. Look at that. And that's not all, y'all. Apparently, there was a loud boom that was heard from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way to Orlando,
Over Kissimmee.
Florida.
That's
And
just
people
where I
are
pick up
speculating
at.
that it might be this thing that landed over Kissimmee, Florida. Look how huge this thing is, y'all.
Something's going down in Florida, Orlando, all the way to Jacksonville to be exact. I'm reporting from my bathroom because it has the best acoustics. The Galactic War has reached Florida. Now listen, yesterday morning, 5 a.m., they said that they started hearing booming all the way from Jacksonville to Orlando, vice versa, vice versa. Now they're seeing the ships. This ship is humongous. I will show you the video. I'll come back at the end. I want you to watch the video all the way through. It's a little bit long, but y'all gotta watch the whole thing.
So I just showed y'all the video over Kissimmee, Florida. Now this lady was in Fort Myers, Florida, and she caught this one. Check this out, y'all. There's so much going on.
Did you see that? That was the mothership appearing on the Fort Myers Beach webcam at Margaritaville. I've been watching this webcam along with a bunch of other people for many days now and been trying to catch that moment.
And then someone else sent me this picture in Florida as well too. Looks like they caught some type of orb UFO mothership up there. And this is supposed to be the moon, all right? Do y'all see the size compared to this in the moon? And then in Florida, we've been going through this crazy fog the past couple of days. I think 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
And
yeah,
this is
that
exactly
damn
what the
fog.
moon was looking
The
like
fog
at
is
5 a.m.
everywhere.
the other night. Look, like it's like 2 orbs. Y'all see that? It looks like there's 2 light sources over here because there's 2 lens flares over here. So did we have 2 moons?
Yeah,
the
it
other
definitely
night,
looks
y'all?
like something
I don't
else
know
right
about
there.
y'all, but the energy in Florida has been crazy as of late. Anybody else feeling this? But yeah, y'all, the shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about
It's
it.
it's been crazy, but why the fuck am I always missing all this crazy shit? I see some weird shit from
Cause
time
you
to
be in
time.
other states, nigga.
I know, man, but I used to see shit all the time, like a couple years ago. More specifically before COVID. Things dumbed down and slowed down drastically, especially because, again, you know, my preferred time of driving is at night, where you can see everything, but you don't see the stars the same way a couple years ago, how you used to.
But I mean, like, we've also kept building, and the more lights that you keep adding to areas, the less amount of stars you're gonna
True.
be able to see.
That's clearly what happened, because I remember plenty of times just driving and just even while driving, looking up at the fucking sky and just being fucking in awe, man. Shit was so goddamn beautiful. I can't do that no more. All I see
What
is like
not?
1 or
Wait.
2 stars, just, you know, and it's so spaced out. But before, it was like you can see damn near everything, and as I'm talking about down there where I live, you know. And bro, the other day, man, this is funny as fuck. When I had to when I pulled up to that Crystal Glacier's shipment to come back down south, I couldn't go straight there, and I knew for a fact that because it was closed. But this part, how to get there, there's no truck parking spots at all. It's just these windy, crazy roads on this mountain, and I had to pull off to the side. And some of these roads, they have little sides of the roads where you can park the truck, do whatever, or some Definitely not turn around, but yeah, you can pull up to the side and there's no light. So I had to do my reset in the middle, like with crazy woods on one side and this tall, giant fucking cliff, and it's pitch fucking dark. Still no stars. Still nothing. And I'm super high in elevation. I'm on a fucking giant mountain, dude. I'm in Salem, South Carolina. There was not a star in sight. It's crazy.
That's
Fucking
wild.
crazy. Yeah, man. I remember, I'll never forget this one day. I still had a co-driver, and I think I might have been in my first or second year driving. But we was somewhere out west. I want to say either Utah. Yeah, somewhere like above Arizona. And I definitely don't think it was California. It could have been Nevada, Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Idaho, somewhere up there.
Somewhere around there. Me and my co-driver, we parked. Dude, the fucking sky, dude, you could see every fucking thing. It was so fucking beautiful, man. And at the perfect time, I see this fucking comet fly right over me, dude. And the colors, like it had this greenish hue, and then it faded out, and I was like such in awe. So I wonder if it's still like that on the west side.
It is.
Because yeah, I don't think I'm gonna ever be going that way anytime soon, unless I personally take a trip over to that side.
I'm gonna be because I'm gonna be honest, bruh. Like, man, the last time I went to Arizona, bruh. Like even when I was like the nighttime, I would go outside, smoke. Like to be able, like even in the city, to even still be able to look up and like just see the night sky.
Hell yeah, that shit
And
does something to you, man.
Yeah, nah, cause it's
But
just like yo,
you
you know,
the last time. When was the last time you was over there?
years, couple years ago.
Couple years ago. Is it after COVID?
Yeah.
And you still was able to see all the
20
stars up there and stuff.
23. August of 23.
Okay. I mean, but I could say too, probably that 23, it wasn't that bad with this pollution, slight pollution. I don't even want to call it light pollution. I think pollution is the right word. It's like they're trying to block out it's just crazy amount of fog all the damn time, every fucking where that I go. Barely see the moon as much as I used to. And definitely, of course, the stars, man. That shit, it stands out how big of a difference it is. But yeah, man, I think we should call it quits here. Yeah, it's 5 minutes before 2. I think this would be a perfect time. So this video went a little bit different. Of course, you know it's going to be. Hold on, there's still the music back on. As a matter of fact, oh fuck, I just fucked that up, didn't I? No, I didn't. But yeah, this video, it was supposed to be a little bit more streamlined, but me and King, we go on tangents, and homie Miles, when he joins us, it's gonna be probably 10 times worse. So
Oh, bro, if that happens, like at this point, it's just like we're gonna have a topic. We're gonna go off with that one topic, and we're never gonna hit any of the other. We might hit 3 topics.
Yeah, we're gonna be
4-hour tangent.
We're gonna be talking
We
about
have-
why you should stick to a certain diet, and end up talking about zebra balls or something. You know, it could happen. You know, it's
zebra
our
balls.
mind goes a little bit deep. You know, it's an exaggeration, but this nigga really, this
Nah,
nigga
you
really
own
had to
something,
think
nigga.
about it. You see,
Nah,
you
you
see what
own
I'm talking
something,
about?
bro.
You see what
You
I'm
own
talking about?
something. Nah, cause you know what?
Should I Google that? Should I ask Copilot?
You know what? I would do that incognito mode.
No, hold on. Let's
you gotta
end this.
You got a VPN.
Wait. Shit. What do you mean? This
I don't
computer
know
should
if
be
you want.
coming
I
with,
don't.
Copilot.
I don't know if
Here we
you.
go.
I don't know if you want to be looking up zebra balls.
No, we're totally doing it. Yo, Copilot, I need you to tell me something real quick. I'm on stream. I'm on live. I need you to tell me, what do you feel about zebra balls? Just real quick, man. Just real quick.
Absolutely. Go ahead. What's on your mind?
Zebra balls. I want to know how you feel about zebra balls. Can you tell me anything about zebra balls?
Zebra balls. Now that's an intriguing one. I'll be honest, it's not a term that's popping up in my head right away. Let's dive in a little deeper. Are we talking about something literal, metaphorical, or maybe a bit of both?
Literal.
All right, got it. I'll stop right here and wait for whatever you want to chat about next.
I need to know about zebra balls, man. Just give me what you got.
Well, I have to say, zebra balls isn't a standard term that I'm finding in my mental arsenal here. Could mean a whole bunch of things. Maybe it's a pattern on some kind of sports equipment, or maybe it's just something fun or imaginative you're coming up with. So,
all right, Copilot. Have a good night, man. We'll talk later.
Nigga, it's zebra balls.
Absolutely, Xavier.
How do you not know it's zebra balls?
Guys, we just fucked up. You just fucked up the AI right there. So that's a good sign, you know. We think that AI is a bad thing, and that it knows everything, and that it's got its powers on us. But I just fuck with the AI's mind right there. So
what if zebras don't have balls?
I never thought about that. They have to. There's got to be they're like some
And
kind
I
of,
didn't know anything about zebra balls. So are we sure that zebra have balls?
We're doing what I said that we might do with the tangent stuff, and damn, it got bad. Anyways, guys, this video was supposed to be a little bit different. I actually changed my, I didn't even express and tell y'all that I changed my name.
I think you should change the title of the entire video to zebra balls.
Maybe we'll do that on the next one. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll explain everything later on in the next stream. It's about that time. Oh man, I can't wait to hit that bed. But there's certain things I gotta do. Certain things I gotta do first.
Bruh, I thought you about to say you can't wait to hit the bowl or the blinker, and I was about to say that's what I'm talking about. Smoke some.
I should. Yeah, I might do that. I might roll up a little bit of Blue Lotus and go out. Hit that real quick. Brush my teeth and then hit the sack. Might do that.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been smoking the whole time.
Thank all y'all for rocking with us. Especially you YouTube mouse. Yeah, man. We're gonna call it quits here. Stay tuned. We're definitely gonna be more on this type of theme. We're gonna be trying to cover the more important shit in life, but we're still gonna have fun. We're still gonna be in our game and shit, so definitely stay tuned for that if you like that. And
if you watch the whole video, comment zebra balls.
Yeah, do that. Let's trip the algorithm out. Let's see what they feel. Let's see what happens with the algorithms, because we see Copilot just he couldn't give us an answer at all. So
you know what? Make sure you show love and let us know that you watched the entire video, and we mean the entire video, by commenting zebra balls. Because unless you watch the whole video, you don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
That's something I still gotta work on when it comes to audience retention, but we're getting
Hashtag zebra balls.
Hashtag zebra balls. I'll probably post it myself.